Welcome viewers to the U.S. Open Fuel Championships here at Adobe Mountain Raceway. It is day one practice. We got a few guys already hit the track one time. This is going to be a 7-minute rounds. We have 27 heats to go through, and we are into race number 2 right now. We're actually finishing off with race number 1, and race number 2 is coming at you next. If you are just now tuning in, please be sure to like and share the stream. Get this out there to everyone. We will be streaming throughout the weekend with Mod Live Media. Again, we're here at Adobe Mountain RC Raceway for the 2023 U.S. Open Fuel Championships as we get going through our seeding round of practice. So everyone's had 3 practice runs that they could have used up today. We got punch tickets, drop it off at the box so everyone has equal track time. And doing this final round of practice that is a 7-minute run that's going to seed you into what your heat is for tomorrow. From there, we do have 27 heats, so that's going to go ahead and do your qualifying rounds to put you in your main events. We have quite a few different classes. We have some electric classes, lots of good nitro racing as this is the Fuel Championship. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of exciting racing going on. So again, if you are just now joining us, please share, make sure to get this out there to everyone. And we're going to be following around all the rookies, all the way up to the pros. It's going to be an exciting weekend of racing here. And we're going to Heat 2 on the track, which is our second Heat of 2 rookie. They filled up these heats. I think there was right over 100 drivers, 220 plus entries, so pretty good turnout here. Right outside of Phoenix. Weather's a bit brisky out. They did water the track before this final seeding round of practice. Well, this only seeding round of practice, and it will be the only time they water. And we follow around a few of these guys. Awesome layout here by Anthony Westergaard Factory Tracks. Very busy, but the racers seem to like it as you follow around these truggies. Well, rookie is actually an open platform. Most people opt in with the truggies. It's quite a bit easier to drive. See some buggies out there, some nitro, some electric. Big double to the sideways kicker. That's going to be a big problem this weekend for some of these drivers. You see a lot of the rookie guys might opt to roll it. As we get these guys clicked off. So it's actually 4-minute runs, not 7, my mistake. They had it 7 on the timing and scoring, but we are doing 4 minutes, so we should be out of here around 8:30, 8:45-ish, if I'm doing my math correctly. Again, 27 heats. If you guys are joining us, be sure to drop something in any of the chats. They all come to one master chat, so I'll be able to follow along with you guys.
Oh, there's 10 out there.
And again, thank you for tuning in to Mod Live Media.
Hey Zach, how's it going, man?
How you doing, man?
I know, man. We're doing good. It's we're getting everything dialed in here, guys. Thank you, Zach. Flying on out yesterday. It took him longer to get his bags than it did his actual get here on his flight.
I think I waited longer in line on the driver's stand to practice earlier than I did my flight.
I very much think so, Zach. It's looking good, and we're following around, guys. Right now, we are in seating practice, guys. I believe it's taking their best 2. I want to say
best 2
consecutive.
Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, I was unaware of that. I was told 3 earlier, but I have heard different things. So
Chris could let us know. We'll talk to our camera guy real quick. Chris, what is going on with the seating? Is it best 2? Is it best 3? So I'm hearing best 2 from Chris. You guys can't hear him, but he's in my ear. So 2 consecutive, we do believe.
Yeah, Matt's double head set it up over here.
Oh, yeah.
Always working extra hard. Got us dialed into the warm trailer, so super appreciative of that. As it, like I said, it is a little bit brisky out there.
A little bit of a wheelie action right there. We're following along with Zachary. Oh, is getting stuck. We have that ramp over there that's had major issues, so
Yeah, this track's actually pretty difficult. I had the privilege of going out there for one practice run, getting to drive, signed up in the Sportsman Nitro class, and these jumps are very peaked out. You can actually tell from the video feed here. but when you're driving them, as you can see the sideways kicker right there, the pipes come a lot narrower than they look on the screen. So if I had to guess, the center section and some of those spots are only 8 foot wide. You see a lot of A-scale tracks usually have pretty wide lanes. This is almost 10th scale width.
Right on. So we got Grizzly RC. Hi, all from Wisconsin Dells. I've never been there yet.
Nice.
We got Look Awesome. Looks Awesome there from Gabriel. Jamie, what's going on, my man? Be sure to share, like, and subscribe, guys. And we have a very cool waffle going on.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I'm going to post up that link. And that's pretty sweet. A chance to win a full black handle tool set from MIP. So it's going to be pretty nuts.
Yeah, along with some car kits of your choice from S-Works or Techno.
Correct.
And only $20, and it's not a. I mean, if you get your number pulled or your ticket pulled, your name.
It's over $500 you could win.
Exactly.
And then you get to choose your prizes.
Yeah, so that's the best part is you get to choose. So if you're the first name drawn, you get to choose out of all the prizes. So we'll go through that list later on today. What's going on, Brian? Mike Katz in the house. What's up?
Right on, right on.
This one's coming to a wind. So Zachary taking the victory in this practice in the rookie class. So again, only taking your top 2 consecutive laps to seed yourself in to your qualifier tomorrow as you take a sweet look at this pit lane camera. A lot of celebrities going in and out of pit lane, if you guys didn't notice.
You are live, Zach. Look at that.
Hey.
I know.
Yeah, so if you guys get a chance, and behind my head sometimes you get to see some names that you've probably followed along in your racing careers. If you guys are new to it, someone else will probably chime in and tell you who they are. But I saw Chris Wheeler's been walking through the pits, some old time.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm sure we'll see Billy Fisher here at some point. He always somehow cruises through. What else we got? Mike True is here pitting for Ryan Mayfield. Mayfield probably being the top pro here. No Spencer Rivkin this weekend, so kind of disappointing being that this is a local race to him. He did just get a new house that he's moving into, so we won't see Rivkin here, but we do have Aiden Horn, Spencer Heckert. You got Camden Lime, Ryan Pavitas. Who else am I missing? Lil Frankie's here. There's going to be a lot of fast dudes in the open 8-scale class, so be sure to follow along. I think there was 5 or 6 heats of the open class. Definitely 10 super fast guys, so there's going to be awesome battles. Ryan Lutz is here as well, representing Kyosho. But I saw some of Mayfield's practice. His nitro buggy is looking phenomenal, as always. Got to see Lutz practice with his E-Buggy a bit. Kind of interesting. I don't know if I told you, Matt, but Ryan Lutz had reverse in his car. So I don't know if that's just something he does during practice to make it a little bit easier to turn marshal so he doesn't have to wait as long. But I did see him use reverse at one point, so you usually don't see that. Pretty funny. He's probably like, dude, don't cramp my style.
Right on.
But yeah, track is holding up pretty well. No one got to drive on it until today. Everyone got 3 punch tickets again, so the track is in relatively good shape. I'm sure it's going to develop some ruts here and there throughout the weekend. But overall, it's looking to shape up pretty awesome. The track has a lot of air time, so you're not going to see a ton of ruts as you're kind of just floating, landing, jumping. Even the straightaway, you kind of jump on the straightaway, steer it out to the right. It's just one big arc, and then you drop down into a pit. So, yeah, pretty quick lap times right there in the 30-second range for the fast guys. So it's going to be a lot of laps. Basically who doesn't crash, because if you make one mistake, you lose a bunch of time due to the setup of the rhythms. So, it's really hard to get in. If you miss one jump, it messes up, 3/4 of your lap.
Yeah, it's. I want to get out there. It's good that you're able to, check it out and see what's going on. It's. The track is super crossy.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. It's interesting to say the least, but it's cool because it's just a different style for these guys. Like I said, it feels 10th scale-y with the way the pipes are set up. That's probably the widest part of the track. As you can see, it opens up into pit lane right there. But if you look to the left-hand side of the screen, if I had to guess, 8-9 foot max lane width. So it's going to be pretty interesting. A lot of air time. You see Wally from Wally Builds jumping out there real quick. picking up a car.
I must say you have the most dialed setup right now, Zach.
It is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. I got, well, how many screens in front of me? 5?
Yeah.
We're dialed in.
You got that brand new hat today, and you got that thing all dirty, man.
I didn't get it dirty. You
It's
can thank
terrible.
Walnuts.
That's terrible, man.
You can thank Walnuts for that.
Brand new mod hat, and he does some injustices.
Hey, it just shows I'm working out there.
It's actually pretty warm in this trailer.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Is there any top driving attending this race? Yep. So again, we have Mayfield here, Ryan Lutz, Camden Lime. I saw someone drop in there. We should go take a look at the Sparko car on Pavitas. So you have Ryan Pavitas. Yeah, maybe we can get Pavitas in the house. I actually talked to Ryan whenever I first showed up. Asked him about the car. Saw him practice. Unfortunately, I did see him break something early on, but the car looked phenomenal. It looked easy to drive. Didn't have that grab that we'll see some of these other guys. I don't know if it's going to show so much in these classes, but as some of the faster guys show, you'll see some of their cars, the way that they're set up are super aggressive and grabbing through the corner. The Sparko looks super smooth and easy to drive. I don't know if maybe that's just because he hasn't had enough time to, dial in a super aggressive setup. But on a track layout like this, I think playing it safe might be better. So I'd expect to see some good things out of Ryan. And kind of talking to him about it, he said he's just back to having fun with it, taking the pressure off. Yeah, it's going to be cool. He's not trying to chase that RC dream as much anymore from the little bit I talked to him. Totally understand. Got to take life serious as well, and just back to having fun. And typically that's when you see people do their best. So, Ryan's been on a tear the last year and a half. And now with even less pressure, even though most of it was coming from himself, I think we could see some special things out of him. Out here just hanging out, walking around with a smile on his face, no pressure. Even after the car had some breakage earlier on, he didn't seem too stressed about it. And like I said, there's some fast dudes. Camden's here, Spencer Eckert's here. Spencer took a tumble into the pit lane with his truggy sawing off the front arm earlier, so not too happy about that, but it is just practice, so no big deal.
We're on with Brian Eider right now.
What is it?
HRCR.
Yeah, HRCR. They got the trailer out here. Ivan Stewart.
Yes,
paint scheme
correct.
Right there, looking sick. I was wondering whose paint
white,
scheme
yellow,
that was.
and red. Tony Newland showing at least on pace up at that number 1, but that would not constitute their best 2 consecutive. That is just kind of showing what their pace would be as they have 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, and you can see some of these drivers in the 39s. Like I said earlier, from when I was listening to lap times, I think I may have heard a 31.8 out of Mayfield, and I was just walking by here and there. I heard lots of 32s, 33s, so I think by the end of the weekend we'll be seeing some 30 flats, somewhere in that area, maybe some sub-30s. Hard to say. I don't know how if this track's going to groove up much or what the watering schedule is as of yet.
Right on, right on. Well, I'm going to hand it off to you, Zach. I'm going to go and try and fix that secondary camera that we have out there, and you have some fun.
10-4. Appreciate you, Matt. Again, if you guys are in the chat and you guys are just joining us, we will be here all weekend following along at the U.S. Fuel Championships. Adobe Mountain Raceway in Glendale, right outside of Phoenix here. So if you guys haven't been here, this place is pretty cool. It's surrounded by a few other racetracks, a water park, all kinds of neat stuff. They got go-karts, I don't know, a couple football fields away, full-on go-kart tracks. There was some shifter carts and stuff running last night. We got micro sprints right here on the backside of the RC track, and maybe right here you can see the oval curvature right there. They race some dirt cars back there. Pretty neat setup they have here. Yeah, Nash mentioning HRCR hosting Roar Fuel Nats and Gas Truck Nats Summer 2024. That's going to be exciting. So shout out to them getting that race. I've never been to HRCR. They actually built that place after I got out of RC, so kind of a bummer. But I have seen lots of videos and heard great things. It looks awesome, so pretty sweet that you got the Nationals. And we are going to work on getting that second camera set up on the back side of the track, so you won't have to see the back side of people's heads right there on the left-hand side when we pan over. Brian leading the way. Ivan Stewart paint scheme looking solid as he opts for that inside. I don't know if you can tell too much from the video footage. I'll have to bring it up whenever he makes another lap, but there is a roller or a kicker that you can opt to run. And let's see, got Paul Thacker right there and the monster hat. Paul coming from X Games, he was a snowmobile guy. All right, so as we come up on this rhythm section, you'll see Brian take the inside. It's a roller to the double-double. Some guys double, triple, singling. Saw some E-Buggies trying to do the whole quad right there at the end, but kind of pancaking at the end, so it wasn't really worth it. Tony Newland out there. Clinic RC main honcho. Tim saying GSRC for the E-Nats. Heck yeah. Charles Hicks, are you going to make it out here this weekend? Yeah, I can imagine when the ruts come, it'll be tough. The layout is already pretty difficult. Like I said, you're in the air a lot. Landings are pretty steep on some of them. A lot of timing. You just got to time everything right. That double triple is a lot harder than it looks. You see some of these guys were opting with the single, double, double, single. Probably going to see more and more of that. People just trying to get a good run. Again, this is just your seeding round, and it's taking your 2 consecutive laps. So best 2 consecutive. Charles working. Well, hopefully we get to see you out here. Say hi. Arizona legend. With one of the coolest paint schemes in the game. Always been a big fan of green, as that was my paint scheme. Charles is looking good with his green cars. Heat 4 coming at you next. Another one of 40 plus nitro buggy. We got 2 of 2.
Live in 7. Less than 5.
So who you guys rooting for in this one? I know Tom has got some fans out there. Tim Lime in this one. The man behind this event. Yep, let's go Tom, Tim saying. Surprisingly, that little whoop section of the wall jump is pretty easy. Mayfield was completely full wood through it earlier, almost clearing the whole thing. It was pretty sweet to see. And you could drive into that wall quite hard. Not as hard as some of the other wall jumps I've seen on other layouts, as the whoops kind of keep you slowed down, kill your momentum. So it's not like some of them where you just fly into it and kind of do a scrub off the top. But a neat section nonetheless. Again, the running order on the screen isn't actually what they are being seeded off of. It is just your 2 consecutive. Who are all the past winners of the 40 plus class? That's a good question. It'd be nice to get a list of all of our past winners of all classes, honestly. We'll have to check into that. See if there's a link for that, or if anyone on here has that information. Richard Saxton, everyone's favorite, the King. Got that nickname when he was riding mini dirt bikes way back in the day. My dad actually raced with Richard Saxton way, way, way back, and he was saying when he was on the Pee-wee, they called him the King. So he's just had that nickname his whole entire life. Richard Saxton from Team Associated, now taking over the lead, following him around on the track. That red body, the yellow wheels looking solid. kind of see the ruts developing at the end of the straightaway, jumping down into that pit. As Richard going to the inside line, let's see what he does here. Opts to the outside, double, triple, single. So you'll see that'll be the most common line used. But there is the option for the roller. And I have seen some people get enough speed off the inside roller to double, triple. But most people doing the outside as it has a kicker built in.
When are you, Chris? Are you race number 6? Okay, so you have to go up like in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Race 5. Yeah. Race 4 now.
Richard still leads the way. Going around the speed bump on that one. Gotta figure out which race I'm in.
Last place is your 45 seconds left.
Yeah, Mark, it'd be awesome to see more people out here. It's a sweet facility. A lot of these guys camping. So you'll see some videos floating around Facebook. These guys having little beer pong tournaments, fires, cook-offs, all that fun stuff. How an RC race, especially an 8-scale race, should be. Whoa. Searching for Ghost on screen right there. Anyone out in the chat that's been to this track that's not racing this weekend? Probably Charles Hicks for sure. I think he raced the Nationals that were held here. As we're still following the king around, Richard and the team associated. RCA B4 leading the way. As this one comes to a close. Again, we do have 27 heats to get through. It's the second heat of 2 out of the 40-plus nitro buggies. If you guys are having any viewing problems on YouTube or Facebook or any of them, any platform for that matter, check your settings. We do have our secondary screen going up to make sure everything's dialed in and flowing and everything is working correctly. So if you are having any throttling setting or problems, check your throttling settings and just make sure you get them cleared. Nice, Tom's picture on screen there. Oh, that's classic.
Race number 5. Good job, guys. 1 8 in front of you. Hey, to get tell them all up here if you're hanging around. Go ahead and roll out. Check it in, guys.
The Taco Slayer. How you doing? The lighting at this track's pretty good. So screen makes it look a little bit darker, but it's pretty lit up here. So no visibility issues. Especially if you got the yellow wheels. Easy to see, huh? White wheels looking pretty fresh as well, so. Why are you not here, Taco Slayer? Got work as well? Quit a job like that. Make it work. Double, triple for the Truggy. No problem here in the E classes.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Everyone out there in the media land, what's your guys' favorite class that is offered at this event? You guys, E-Truggy, Nitro Truggy, E-Buggy, Nitro Buggy, or even four-wheel drive short course. Matt Olson's favorite class. Quick 4-minute runs here. This is heat 5 of 27. So we'll be out of here around 8:30-ish, I'm pretty sure. with a little bit of time in between. So they are doing an interesting way of turn marshaling out there. I know you guys can't really hear on screen, but after your race, you don't go out and immediately marshal. You have one race off to go debrief, take your car back to your pit, and then you're back out there for marshaling.
I'm going to switch over your microphone, so you'll be off for a second. Let them know.
I'll be off just a second as we change out my microphone, so give me 1 second, guys.
Transponder 9882292. Mark Van Norden. Transponder 2780662. Shane Shaw.
All right, so we're back. Now I'm double mic'd up, so I got the camera guys. So if there is anyone that you request to follow along, I'll try to do my best to send it to them. Fuel champs with the E-Truggy, yeah. You know, I mentioned that earlier too. I always laugh at that, but you know, most of these guys that are here have all these classes. They share parts, so you know, you already have the cars. Might as well run that secondary class as well. You're here for the full weekend. Yeah, a little bit of wing action going on in this car. Flexi. It's the new style in the Truggy class, apparently. Yellow wheel is looking sweet, though, under the lights. Got the the wing breaking off right there almost completely. The matching front end on that Truggy. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, it does, but it is what it is. I feel you, though. It is kind of ironic.
45 seconds left.
.45 seconds remaining in this one. This is E-Truggy Heat 1 of 2. So at least there's not a ton of them, right? Is Will Walker there? I'm not sure. Yeah, he is actually. Just confirmed by the camera guys. Who's on the camera right now? Is it Robbie Rob? Yeah. Appreciate Robbie and Chris both working the cameras. We got Shu, Jason B, our photographer for the weekend, so you're going to have some killer shots as always. Matt Olson running the whole thing. And actually, Robbie Rob jumping off, going to help, or actually going to go race his heat. He's running 2 classes this weekend, both nitro. In case you were wondering, Dan Jones, he will be racing 2 nitro classes. I will be racing a nitro class as well with an upside-down remote. So I drive quote-unquote left-handed, although it's actually right-handed. Everyone else drives left-handed. So I have to drive with the remote, the wheel on the other side, and I just drive with my hand upside down. So we'll see how that goes. Thankfully, I'm entered in Sportsman. And I have 1 practice run. Yeah, it looks great. I don't know about better, but same. Was it supposed to look better? Not necessarily. Yeah, I guess a little bit. No, it's pretty perfect, contrast-wise. Dan, the pros haven't ran yet, so it's going to be a bit.
Race number 6.
You guys can head over to Live RC and check out all the heats. I'll try to figure out when the Open Nitro Buggy is our last class, so it's going to be race 22 through 27. I believe there's 5 of those heats. So you got some time. Once again, 4-minute qualifiers.
Allen, Tom Stover, Lukovic, Sean, Rob.
You should try Ryan Mayfield Pro.
Ryan Morrison.
Oh, the radio.
1 minute to the start of the race.
I think that's what you're talking about. I don't know what that radio is called, but yeah, I always ran Airtronics, Sandwall stuff. You could flip it, but I do know that new Fly Sky or whatever it's called, Noble radio is really cool. I've actually drove with one a few times, and it just switches back over. You just rotate the wheel from left to right, so it's pretty sweet. I appreciate the kind words in there.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Great footage. Thank you for everything. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate that. So again, we'll be here all weekend with you. Matt Olson working the camera now, so he pretty much does it all. I'm sure you'll see him in the booth. You've already heard his voice. We call him Mother Matt around here. Ryan Morrison in this one, Josh Keith, Chris Mueller, Paul Thacker, Snowmobile, X-Gamus, Scott Williams, Reed Saunders, Alan Howard, Michael Till, Jose Carrello. We got all kinds of good names in this one. The new Radio Master MT12 looks awesome. I don't know if that's real or not, but that's a pretty sick name, Radio Master. MT12, isn't that... Doesn't Sandwall already have an MT something? Who's Matt Burkham? So again, it is just practice right now. Nothing super exciting, but this is seeding, so these guys are going to try a little bit to make sure they're in a good qualifier for tomorrow, or some of them might sandbag so that they're fast guy and people pull out of their way, depending on how you're kind of playing the system. And again, we are working on a different camera angle as well, so it won't be stuck like this the whole time. We do have a secondary camera on the back side of the track right there that will be working. And we have the pit lane camera, which we'll see us switch back and forth into. Get some good footage in there, as well as here in the booth. So all kinds of cool trinkets to work with on behind the scenes here. What state is it in? Sorry, I'm new here. This is actually in Arizona. So right outside of Phoenix, in Glendale. I think that's what they're calling this city right here. It's kind of like LA. You just drive a couple miles and it changes. I think Surprise is right around the corner. Glendale, Peoria. They all kind of just run into each other.
2 minutes left.
What's up, Dallas? How you doing? Yeah, track is super neat. Very supercross. Elevation, as you can see him step up, step off right there. Well, I guess step up, turn, and then kind of jump down. So the end of the straightaway is one of the coolest parts of the track. You jump down into a hole. And that left-hand side of the track, that I'll bring it up again when they get over there, it's actually harder than it looks because it's off-cambered. Has a roller built into the apex of the corner. There's also a roller right there. You kind of saw the truggy go over it. But we'll follow around right here. You can't see the jump right here because of the back of Paul's head. But see this roller, it makes it really hard to hit that corner proper, and then you got to set up almost full wood for the double into the sideways kicker, which is going to definitely be the biggest problem for most racers this weekend. Those two jumps, relatively easy, but timing them right can be difficult. And then, like I said earlier, that is an inside roller, so some people roller, double, double, single. And then if you go on the outside, you can double, triple, single. Barry Baker in the house. We're blessed, honestly. Barry, weren't you just racing some Nitro a couple weeks back? I think I saw you travel somewhere. How did that race go? Miss you, man. Hope all is well. Hope the new job is treating you good. Well, at least last time I talked to you was new.
Bluetooth Harry.
Uh-oh, we got Alexa yelling in here. Ah, couch time after knee surgery, never good. I think Barry had some knee surgery at one point. Kenny saying I go to Hobby Action in Chandler, super cool clay track. Yep, we were just there covering the World Championships, 10 scale. The IFMAR Worlds, we got a gaggle of cars right here together. So most of the time you'll see people opting out to not run next to each other, especially when it's your 2 fastest consecutive laps. And that is time in this one, so we'll see a new group head up on the stand. Alan's showing the fast pace on his overall pace at least. Saw some 37, see fast lap 35. So fast lap out of that one was our race leader, race winner, Alan, at a 35.3. New job, been there 13 years. Huh, maybe I'm thinking of someone different. Maybe it's just been that long since we talked about it. Either way. I believe you worked at a, last I had spoke with you, you'd worked at a college, maybe? Like a college campus? Am I thinking the wrong Barry Baker? Am I thinking of Baker Barry? But you didn't answer the question of how your race went. Were you racing Nitro a couple weeks back? Where was that race at? Awesome little RC GT graphics up on the screen. Giving some best lap times, but again, they are going off their consecutive 2, so don't follow along to the pace too much. Oh, so just the rookie classes was 4 minutes, because these are showing 7. That makes a little bit of sense, I guess. Caltech, yep, 13 years now, dang. 13 years. Barry, what was your last year being a paid professional RC driver? That'll be a fun one. Tell us some cool RC stories. None of the bad ones. So we got some celebrities in the chat. If you don't know Barry, the great one, he was a master at on-road, master of all RC really. A legend in the RC world. I'm not sure if Barry has a world championship, but for sure some national titles. No, he's in the chat. What's everyone else do for work? So we got Barry Baker at Caltech, previous professional RC driver. Now does a lot of helping, I think. He'll go do some pitting. He was doing some pit work for Dakota Finn for a while. Not sure if that's still the case or not, but the Winter Rage in Washington, then the Turkey Race in Paris, then Toys for Tots for, dang. I didn't know you went to Palm Desert. I was thinking of, I think it was the Winter Rage that I was following along with. Jack Smash in the house. What's going on? As we are following around. First heat of Sportsman Nitro Truggy. 1 of 2. Got some drivers coming to pit lane. All right. We'll see who's got some. Oh! So I'm glad you followed that white truggy. That was some sweet airtime, as we got 2 that need marshal help right there. Yeah, we'll have to get the instant replay running, because that was definitely worthy. Factory work for GM Ford trucks, nice. Last year paid for Barry Baker was 2011. I think that was my first year ever going to a national championship was 2011. Aurora Nats, and that was your last paid year. Interesting. So the 7-year clause is up. You can tell us all the inside information. How much were you making, Barry? Tell the people what they want to know, dude. And who was all paying you? Were you getting tires, batteries? It was a different era back then. So you had Nikad batteries, maybe nickel metal hydride in 2011, actually. Brushed motors, probably for sure Trinity back then. 15 U.S. national championships for Barry. No world championships, though. 15 U.S. Nats, so that's insane. What time are the mains? I'm not sure when the mains, but those will be Sunday. Tonight, we're just doing this one round here of practice, seating practice, that is. We have Mac out front, followed by Ray and Mark. Again, these are just practice runs, so these guys are just trying to get 2 consecutive laps to seed them into their qualifying heats for tomorrow. Sweet little nose ride right there. Is that Robbie in this heat? Robbie's got the Pavitas. Oh, some big air right there. He bought Pavitas' Hot Bodies cars, so it should have the Pavitas paint schemes on them, like a reddish blue and white. Hey, what's up, Brent? Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Matt brought me back out, so excited to jump on a quick little flight. Only 45 minutes in the air. Put on a YouTube video, and before you know it, you're landing. Like I said, or like it was mentioned earlier, it took longer to get my luggage. So, yeah, happy to be here. Hopefully make a few more races throughout the year and actually get in a race. My camera guy is in my ear asking what car I'm racing. I'm actually running I'm racing Wally's 8-scale buggy. He's running the open class. I'm going to drive with his car with the upside-down remote in the sportsman class. So I got one run of practice earlier. They gave us 3 tickets, so figured one run should hopefully be enough to beat Robbie. Yep. Yeah, Kenny, the mains are actually Sunday. Oh, someone coming off the track early. Looks like a few guys not even making the start of this one. Robbie being one. Did he not make the start? Is that why we're not seeing him? Looks like they did fix the time on it, though, so these are 4-minute runs. So this is pretty neat. Barry's actually being pretty candid about his salary and bonuses. Best year racing with salary and bonuses was $126,000, and I wasted all of it. I was stupid back then with my money. Yeah, especially back then. I mean, making $126K, and I'd assume that was probably 1.2 billion a day. That was probably mid to the 2000. You said 2011 was your last year, so probably what, 2008 to 2010. You're making that much. That's like making 180,000 nowadays. You gotta give me a warning, dude. You can't just pop me on the screen like that, looking silly.
Always must be ready.
Yeah, so it's always interesting, hearing with bonuses, how much these drivers make. I was fortunate enough to work in the industry as a team manager, so I've seen a lot of these guys' salaries, seen a lot of people trying to come over to our team back then and make proposals, or we had to make proposals. They come with what they're asking, and just hearing about the ins and outs, because, I remember growing up, you want to know what the inside scoop is, and all these guys are making how much, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, when you're at the top, you got to keep in mind, though, Barry was the best of the best, especially when it came to on-road. So very, very few people ever get to that level. And back then, it feels like 2008 to 2010-ish was just the mecca of a lot of industries. So there was a lot of money back then from you know, skateboarding, BMX, X Games, dirt bike, supercross, RC, paintball, everything just had a lot of money. There was some big events. It was just a different time. And the pros were really, like, in pretty much everything, were just a class above the rest. You know, now you see, not to say that there's still not those pros out there, but you see so much talent. It's a lot tighter, especially in RC, you know, since we'll focus on that. You see a lot of these kids that are just super fast right there. You know, you got Jared Tebow retiring this year. Back when I first started, I remember watching anything 10 scale off-road related. It was Ryan, Jared. So you had Mayfield, Cav, and Tebow for pretty much every single race weekend. And occasionally you get one or two other drivers pop up in the mix. Dallas, yeah, it's not Tyler Hooks. I was wondering what you meant. Hey, thanks, Kelly. I appreciate that. But yeah, no Tyler Hooks this weekend, although he does a great job on the mic and everything that he does. I'm a big Tyler Hooks fan. So shout out to Tyler. And shout out to Tyler also on his weight loss journey, man. That guy's been staying active, kicking ass. I know he's been super proud of himself. He won't, you know, talk about it much and stuff, but Tyler doing a great job taking care of his health. And that's something I can appreciate. I know how hard some of that stuff is. I had a lot of bad habits growing up, from smoking cigarettes and drinking probably 3 to 5 Dr. Peppers a day and all that stuff. So cutting out bad habits is hard. The Dr. Pepper joke. 3 to 5 Dr. Peppers. That's a lot of sugar. Yeah, we got Robbie Rob back on the left ear mic. You guys can't hear him, but camera guys are linked in so I can have them follow cars along. Again, if you have a buddy in this race or any of these heats, has all the cars on screen right now that you want followed along, practice day is the day to ask for it, just because, you know, during racing we try to follow the race leaders. So yeah, if you guys got a friend in the heat and you want to see them for a quick second, let me know. If you know their paint scheme, I'll try to shoot it over to our camera guys. And yeah, Barry, out of here. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. We will see you later. Dallas saying, I've watched Tebow run some 10 scale at a local track, haul some Mellon Stadium truck. Yeah, I know Jared has a soft spot for anything truck related, so seeing him, you know, he was the king of gas truck for quite some time. Unfortunately, that class faded away, but he was pretty much the man to beat. You know, you saw Drake had some pretty stellar runs as well. And, you know, of course, Mayfield and I think even maybe Cavallari had some good gas truck runs, but for the most part, Jared Tebow dominated that class. We can start some conspiracy theories, and maybe that's why they discontinued the class altogether. Got tired of seeing one guy dominate it. But again, Jared, I actually texted Jared earlier a picture of a car. I saw a car sitting next to me, an E-Buggy, and it was fresh looking, brand new tires on it, waiting to hit the track. Body was super clean, and it had some JTP stickers, so I sent him a picture, and I was like, I don't know, here's a good picture to use for an ad. And he's like, do you know whose car that is? I don't even know who it is. So if you see your car posted on JTP, be sure to message Jared and let him know who you are, because I didn't know who the owner was. Coming out of retirement after this weekend? Are you talking about me or Jared? Me, I don't know. I kind of do this every couple years. I'll quit for a few, but I've taken a long break. Probably not coming out of retirement. Driving this weekend will be fun, especially driving with the radio upside down, adding that extra layer, and only with one practice run. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll have fun, but it'll probably be enough RC for a while. I like kind of doing the commentary, I should say. Not commentation. I don't even know if that's a word. But getting to talk to you guys and bring up some stuff that I know whenever I was racing, I always wanted to hear. You know, my favorite thing, and I'm sure you guys could relate, racing was, you know, the pictures, the video feeds, hearing the stories, all that stuff. And RC's always been so secretive compared to other industries. You know, you hear about freaking football players and baseball and basketball. They're talking about their multi-million-dollar contracts, and you talk about anyone in RC related, it's like, oh, don't say that. No one can talk about anything. It's like, dude, come on. It's not that big of a deal. So it's pretty cool to hear Barry talk about how much he made. Like I said, I've dealt with a lot of that behind the scenes and hearing some stuff. When we were at Worlds, actually, Wayne Ashmore, who is, you know, he's had a lot of experience in RC too. He brought up something. He's like, you know, these guys are probably going to make 80K in contingency this weekend if they were to win both classes, which I have completely different opinion on that. But, you know, just knowing some of the numbers, but they do make a good, pretty penny. So it is fun talking about that stuff and bringing that to you guys. So I find more joy in doing this than driving. GTs were hard to drive and set up. Yeah, Jack, you know all about the gas trucks. Yeah, being good at gas truck was extremely hard. Two-wheel drive nitro car. Remember the Orion motors? Who else raced nitro truck? If you're in the chat, if you guys were ever running 10th scale nitro truck, you know the difficulties of that. Pulling sweet wheelies. Marcus in here. What's going on? Yeah, the six-pack's actually, surprisingly to me at least, one of the easier parts of the track. It's the only thing that's straight and you know, okay, double, triple. Like, everything else has a weird angle to it, or the lander's really hard. Yeah, Dallas asking, do you know who Testman's signing with? So if you take Testman in consideration, there's a lot that you have to think about. You know, typically those guys, unless they're at the end of their career, need 10 scale program and an 8 scale program, which most of these teams already have a full lineup. Of course, Mugen's coming out with some 10 scale stuff, but I've heard that's a for sure no, unfortunately. So no Testman and Mugen confirmed. That leaves some other brands. You know, my next kind of inside guess, if any, and this is probably a hard no as well, would be something like Serpent. You know, they have a 10 scale program, as we're following along Mayfield right here. But I've also heard that that's probably a no, and I've also heard rumors, not trying to start anything, but that he would be retiring. So I don't want to get into too much personal life stuff that I heard. You know, that's not really for me to be putting out there, but that'd be interesting to see if that happens or not. You know, so what have you guys heard in the chat? Anything interesting? Like I said, I'm not going to hear why I heard of any retirement or anything, but, you know, Ty's getting older, doing maybe some other stuff in life, and nothing wrong with that. You know, he's had an awesome career in RC. If he does decide to go that route, there's no doubt that if he is picked up by a different team or decides to just race here and there, he's still going to be a phenomenal wheel, and definitely make A-mains at a world level still. So no lack of talent. Oh, let's see. I missed a whole bunch of the chat right here. It's easy to stay out of the weird factory drama click thing. If Masami can drive with his toes, I think you've got the backwards radio. Yeah, I actually witnessed Masami drive with his toes at a Cactus Classic a long time ago, and that was quite amazing. That dude's got some skill, no doubt. Tony Schumacher, who's actually racing here. I haven't got a chance to say hi. Every time I walk by him, we're both dead set on pitting for whoever we're pitting on. I mean, we got to talk a little bit, but Tony's here with AJ. Good seeing you guys. Yep, retired your gas truck at 94. Wow. I'm from NorCal. Jellic put everything in a corner. Yeah, RIP to the legend track builder, Kevin Jellic. He did make some sick jumps, corner jumps, and pretty much anything badass in RC. Kevin put it on a layout. Appreciate you for the kind words there. Mayfield looking good. That is our driver on screen. Not opting with his white-backed bodies, which is kind of interesting. Although, like I said, lighting here is pretty good, but still Ryan, over the last couple of years, has been opting with his white paint scheme in the back end. But maybe we'll see it on his Nitro buggy. Truggy looking pretty solid as we pull up the graphics, but Frankie leading the overall pace. Again, these guys are just trying to get 2 consecutive laps laid down, so they might be spacing themselves out, not necessarily racing the clock. Oh, as Mayfield goes up on his lid right there. Got Ryan Reese in this one, Ryan Lutz, so some top names. Ross McDonald down there, Nick Sava. So now we got the young gun, Frankie. Got a similar paint scheme to Adam Drake. Oh, as he does a little... Oh, I'm sorry, that was the car in front of him getting a little bit crazy over the sideways jump. But Frankie and the Mugen Truggy throwing a little style. Saw the guy crash in front of him, wanted to throw a sick whip to make up for it on screen for us. So that corner right there, you can't tell, but there's a hump built into it, almost like a tabletop after the 6-pack section. So you can see it kind of goes up, but then it tabletops off, and before the whoops, it drops down a little bit. So if you're not aware of it, you can't really tell from the driver's stand either. I didn't even really notice it until walking the track, but that was after I drove and noticed that the car kind of went weird through there. So the Truggies won't get it as upset as the Buggies, but there is a weird obstacle right here. You can see it kind of drops before you go through the whoop section. Little Frankie still out front. Fast lap out of this one is going to be a 31.0 out of Mayfield, so no surprise on the hot lap. And a 31.5 out of Frankie, so just under a half second slower on fast lap for little Frankie. Frankie's going to be super talent. He already is super talent, but as he progresses through his RC career, he's surrounded by great people. Yep, looking Spencer Heckert. You can see these guys coming up the driver's stand. So S-Works driver, Spencer, he'll be fast. Watched his car earlier. Maybe making some setup changes here and there, but Spencer is extremely good at landing on the downsides of jumps and on the gas. So he's got his driving style reminds me of Cole Ogden almost. So Ryan Lutz bumping up into the 3 spot. Oh, Wally coming up the stand. So Open Nitro Truggy 3 heats of, I think all 3 have 10 drivers if I'm not mistaken. Lutz will be extremely fast. Yeah, absolutely. He's always a force to be reckoned with. How long ago was it when Frankie won DNC? Shoot, I think it was the year after I quit. So was that 2019 maybe? He won the open class. Scott Spear, what's going on? Are you going to come out here this weekend? Uh-oh, help him out, Marshall. Spencer upside down now. So we got Spencer's going to probably be the guy to follow around. We got my car, Nick Watlett from Wally Builds running this one. So hopefully he doesn't break it because I need it for race 20. And that green car, uh-oh. Yeah, that was Wally getting waffle stomped by Spencer right there. Got Justin in this one, Chris, Jose, Peyton, Jared, Alan, Kyle, and Michael as well. So let's see who goes quick. These guys are still checking in. Again, these are 4-minute heats. So very quick turnarounds. '21. Frank, what's up? So he was saying it was in 21 is whenever little Frankie won. Gotcha. Wally upside down again. Gosh darn dang it. Somebody help that boy. Did he just crash again? Oh, Wally. Hey, you gotta switch camera views to your. He's getting camera shy. He was just joking. Oh boy. Yeah, I would definitely choose a driver that's gonna do a full lap without flipping over for us. So let's go to Spencer. Spencer's probably the guy to follow. I know we have some fans for Jared C in here as well. So Jared's actually the guy leading this heat. Car number 8 out there. There's Spencer. Spencer in the S-Works Truggy. Flying through the whoops as the car's upside down with zero marshal help back there. I can hear him yelling all the way here in the trailer. So it is the rocket pop out front. Spencer cutting the pipe right there. They don't put a cowbell like they used to, so Arizona especially known for it at the Cactus Classic back in the day. That was a beautiful section as Spencer downsides that floater into the roller right-hander back there. That was awesome. This Truggy turns in quite well, it looks like. Sometimes you see the Truggies kind of push. Spencer's Truggy driving around like a buggy. He's got that back section dialed in. Going through the LFR banners. We got all of our sponsors on the bottom of the screen, so be sure to support those that support you. I know it's early on, so we got some time to kill, giving some shout outs to our sponsors like A-Main Promotion, Adobe, of course the US Open, us here in Mod Live Media, also sponsored by Mod, S-Works, Racecraft, Stick It One, and coming soon, CX Wallets. I gotta give myself a little plug, you know? Gotta make some money. If you guys need some Christmas gifts, head over to cxwallets.com. We actually have it sell right now, where if you buy 2, you get the 3rd one free. So it's sweet little stocking stuffers or Christmas presents for those need to get some last minute gifts in. We do ship same day, so head over to cxwallets.com, get some gifts going. And you get 3 for the price of 2. What a deal. Knock out some Christmas gifts. They're carbon fiber wallets with aluminum inserts. Anodized aluminum, so you can get, especially our RC gifts, it's perfect. You get people to match their paint scheme. We got, I think it's 9 different colors. And it actually picks you up 3/10 a lap, so it's a nice little hop up. Oh, Spencer having 2 corners go wrong. And I brought this up earlier. You mess up the rhythm at all on this track, and it just hard to string it together. About a third of the lap ruined if you mess up one corner or miss a transition. As you can see, a third of the track was, oh, Spencer going off that little tabletop floater. Wallet actually jumping up into the 2 spot. And Jared, I don't know if he's off the track now, because Jared was up top early on. They want to follow around Josh. I don't think he's in this one, though. I'm not. Maybe it's lagging. Maybe I'm getting the chat a little lagged. Yeah, he won all 3 classes that year. Yeah, he was absolutely dialed. Laney's saying I'm going to get to drive some dialed TZOs. Yeah, I don't know what tires I'm going to get because Wally apparently did not get his tire order in time. So I was also told that I might have to borrow tires elsewhere. So yeah, everyone's been offering different tires brands. I used to be a raw speed driver, and one of the guys pitting, Paul actually pitting in Wally's trailer, has about 100 sets of raw speed tires. So I did drive the TZOs earlier, and they were good though. So, but yeah, we're gonna be borrowing whatever tires I get is what I'm using. Yeah, the HRCR guys are there. You know, it's funny actually. I don't know if any of you guys know Joe Rodriguez from HRCR. His son is racing. And I actually raced with Joe when I very, very first started in Bakersfield, California, when I was about 12 or 13 years old. Him and a couple of my other buddies who traveled around to hot rod hobbies with, and got to witness guys like Ryan Cavallari, Ryan Mayfield, Jared Tebow, back when they were absolutely dominating the game. That was back when we first started, so it was pretty cool getting to see him again. Now he has a son. I believe his son's 10. And getting to see HRCR with Brian and the crew here. Awesome seeing other tracks support other tracks. So we're going to have Camden Lime in this one. We're actually going to have AJ Schumacher, who has a track. So three track owners. Yeah, the back camera now working. Check that out. So actually, Joe's son in this one, AJ Rodriguez. So we have Brian from HRCR. He has a track. Camden Line, obviously this is him and his dad's track. And then who else we have? AJ Schumacher and Tony Schumacher. They have a track. I think they still have a track. They still have a track? Is there any other track owners in this one? Tyler Brown's a company owner. So let's go Camden Line. Who do you guys got in this one? Who do you guys have this weekend in the Nitro Buggy class? You guys got Mayfield. We got Lutz here. You think it'll be one of the young guns? Like I said, Mayfield was absolutely flying in practice earlier. Saw a whole run where he didn't even crash once. Looked super fast. Was working, weaving through traffic, no problem. We saw Lutz using reverse and electric buggy, which was pretty awesome. I wonder if Lutz got a GoPro footage like he typically does uploaded yet. Has anyone checked YouTube? Well, you need to have Mod Media do the track map with the GoPro. That needs to be a thing. So we're gonna. Thank you, Wesley Dean, Super Mod Crew, or Sup Mod Crew, sorry. Oh, snap, we got Tom in the house. Tom no longer lives in California, from my understanding, so. Uh-oh, we got a couple cars upside down. Jermaine is on the top of the charts for this one over AJ Schumacher and Tyler Brown. So those are some fast dudes in this one. Oh, Diana off the track early. She's in the Hot Bodies car. So a lot of Hot Bodies drivers no longer with the team, but she is still racing for them. There's still a few Hot Bodies I've seen out here. Jermaine out front, down the front chute. Like I said, not much of a straightaway, kind of an arch the whole time, but fun nonetheless, jumping on and then jumping off into kind of a hole at the end of the straightaway as Jermaine goes over the big kicker, the crooked kicker, we'll call it. Yeah. What's up, Tom? Yeah, why aren't you here? He's no longer a California native, though. He's back home, I believe. Oh, yeah, he was here for INS, huh? Bornhorse, where are you at? Bornhorse is probably mad at me. I was supposed to add him to an iRacing league that I have literally not played since I told him about it, so that's been great fun. Camden Lime on the screen here. That is the buggy on the left-hand side of the track. Or, I'm sorry, Truggy. Over the crooked kicker. LFR corner. I love the bowl sections, the double. Yeah, Born Horse would have been an absolute tear on this track. Bo Jorn Horse, I like that. Must be an insider. What's your first race back, Joe? I saw you racing some 10th scale. Saw you were actually, what was it? You TQ'd around or something. Pretty impressive for an A scale guy, huh? All right, Camden. Some say he has the home track advantage. Oh, dang, he's just, he must know he's on camera. Ah, that's some hometown hero stuff right there. Like, I'll show you guys. Now he's driving like me. Oh, boy. That was pretty sick. So now he's trying to make up time. He knows he's only got 2 laps. Cut the track in the air. No cowbell here. Dang, Paul calling you out, Joe. Hope all is well with you boys. So Camden Line is who we're following along. That is the local boy. Him and his dad running this place. Out front over Jermaine now, at least on the overall pace. Again, these guys only looking for 2 consecutive laps. Let's see who else is in here. AJ's in here. We got 2 AJs. AJ Schumacher, a local, Arizona local. Tyler Brown, damn near Arizona local. Jose, what's up? Thank you for the kind words. Another guy that we are used to seeing at these nitro races, not here. So I can only imagine this race is going to grow more and more. I know it's been around for a little bit of time, but it is a pretty sweet event, I must say. Like I said, there's a water park right here. Granted, it is way too cold to be open, but it looks neat. There's batting cages, go-kart track, dirt oval track, Mod Live Media, you know, all the fun stuff. Yep. They even have a Dave & Buster's over there. You know where Walmart's at? Yeah, it's nowhere near it. So as we work our way through this, we're almost halfway through the, well, I should say, I was going to say the first round of practice, but it is our only round of practice. We just saw Camden Lime on the track. We are moving closer to our final heats, which is going to be our Nitro Buggy. I think it's race 22 to 27. So those of you that are looking to tune in a little bit later, follow those guys along. That's when you're going to want to watch. They are all separated, so it's not, you know, the final race isn't going to have all the fast guys in it as of yet. That's what we're working on is seating. So everyone just trying to get 2 laps in, see where they're going to put themselves for qualifying tomorrow. Will we see some sandbagging to kind of set themselves up so they're the fast guy in their heat? Or will everyone just be going full wood trying to be, you know, number 1 in the final heat tomorrow? I haven't got word of the watering schedule yet. Today it was probably every 10 heats or so. They only did 1 watering before this round of practice, so nothing going to be watered throughout the night, which is nice because they got fire hoses out here, so it's super easy to flood the track. But they've been doing a great job. So overall, really nice. The weather's perfect. Right now it's probably in the 40s, so it's a little bit cold. But during the day, you know, it's a nice, well, I don't know, high 60s, low 70s if I had to guess. I'll have to check tomorrow. But yeah, overall, it's really awesome turnout. Like I said, just over 100 drivers, over 220 entries. You can see all the campers and RVs in the back right there. So most of these guys making a big pit party out of it. So I'm sure tonight will be a blast. I know last night people were already getting down, playing some beer pong, grilling some burgers. Yeah, our work always gets in the way. Isn't that crazy? I had to take 2 more days off for this one, but definitely well worth it. Always have a good time out here with the boys. Mod Live Media makes it fun. We went to B-Dubs last night. Nothing but smiles. We got anything fun planned tonight?
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks? I think that's the steakhouse, right?
I think it's like a.
It's a... it's like a Hooters, I heard. Who's been to Twin Peaks in the chat? Fill us in. What's it? What is it? Sounds like a Hooters. Whoa. They can hear you on the chat.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. They can hear it from this one. They've already said it. Is there going to be a short course truck session? Because this track and service would be awesome for that. There actually is, Adam. There's 4x4 short courses. So, how many heats are there, camera guy? Just one full heat. So there's 10 4x4 short courses. 10 and a half if you count Matt, but he's not racing. His car's a half.
2 minutes left.
Twin Peaks sounds like a strip club. That's what I was thinking. Bo Jornhorst making some jokes back at you, Paul. Temp is 62 right now. Oh, I guess I'm just crying. I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt that it was colder because I'm in a trailer and it feels like it's 60 in here, so I thought it was colder out there. They're saying it's 62 online, bud. So, the camera guy's up there crying, saying it's damn near Alaska. Vicky, thanks. Vicky saying, don't go to Hoover's, come over to the RV and I'll make you a burger out of Clinic RC. So Tony and Vicky here. They got the RV set up, very dialed. Which RV are you guys? I might actually take you up on that offer. What part of the track you at?
They know where we are.
Yeah. Twin Peak Hot Chicks. We might have to do both. We'll go to the Newlands camper for the food, but we'll go to Twin Peaks just to chill. It's
Camera guy needs a burger.
yeah, camera guy's over here crying, saying it's colder than 62 and he's hungry already. Although we do have to keep him fed, so he can actually die. He's got Skittles up there. Awesome. Thanks for the update, Vicky. You definitely might have to. So you guys can see the dirt oval in the back right there. Maybe we'll take an 8 scale out there later, huh? You think they'll get upset? Can't do half the damage the micro sprints we're doing earlier. Following along right here in our Sportsman E-Buggy, one of 3 heats. So we saw the comment about the fuel race having the E classes, but yep, we do have E-Buggy, E-Truggy, and then the 4x4 short course. And then some people in the rookie class opting with the E cars as well. Most going with a Truggy. You can run whatever you want. Like you mentioned, still patient. Yeah, Joe, honestly, I have not played since I told you about that. And I've been itching for it too, so maybe when I get home, I'll have to get that dialed in. How is everything going with the baby? Going to be healthy? Everything's looking good so far? Camper for food, Twin Peaks for drinks. There you go. Ask Matt, does Megan approve Twin Peaks?
Yes.
He says yes. She's actually on her way. I haven't seen Matt put this much effort into cleaning up since I heard that she was on her way. So he's organizing everything, making it look presentable.
Untrue.
He did have the vacuum out earlier, though. That's why we call him Mother Matt. He handles it all. Who is the U.S. distributor for the Sparko car? That's a great question. I'm going to actually have to try to get Ryan in here later. Yeah, once we get Ryan in here throughout the weekend, I'll ask him all kinds of questions regarding, like, that's a great question. Who is the distributor? I think, is it on A main? if it's on A main, then it's likely that they are the distributor. Just because they do have their own distribution. Doc says everything looks totally normal so far, so no news is good news. I agree. Awesome, Joe. Glad to hear that.
1 minute to the start of
That is exciting. You guys having a boy or girl, Joe? Joe's not retiring.
45 seconds to the start of the
Joe's in his prime, dude. He just TQ'd freaking four-wheel drive electric buggy. It's Power Hobbies.
You got Frankie, though. And what?
I posted the waffle link for guys.
There you go. The waffle link has been posted in the chat. So if you guys are looking to buy the $20 ticket, we have some car kits. We got MIP all black tool set. I use this at MIP, so that's awesome. That's $500 value right there. But you can also get an S-Works car, Techno car. Fun fact about the black tools is I actually had a black set of MIP tools before they had the black handle ones. I'm sure many people have done this, but Plasti dipped mine, got a huge buzz, just so happened to be good friends with Matt Olson. And kept sending him pictures because people would bug me all the time about it.
That's a true story, actually.
Yeah, everyone would be like, dude, where did you get the black ones? And I'd be like, I just made them, dude. Just do it yourself. And they were, you know, no one ever really did it. And they were like, I don't understand why they don't make them, blah, blah. So I kept bugging Matt about it. And he's like, you know, we actually have a bunch of these black handles that we need to find use for. And I was like, I guarantee if you make it, you'll sell out. And whatnot, 2 months later, you're like, hey, Zach,
Yep.
got something a little special for you.
True story.
And then the black handle MIPs came out. So
Did I ever send you a set of
Oh
those?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I made sure you sent me a set. I was like, dude, come on now. I
Those
will
are the
say
ones that had the white paint on them.
they did.
Yeah.
They
I
didn't
still have a set of those in the package.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I got the first and second gen, and I have a third gen. These are third gen.
These are third gen. These are
Yeah.
sweet. So this is a $500 value. And honestly, I'm pretty envious of whoever wins these because it's just a beautiful set. Now you got everything from
We'll
the
show it to
turnbuckle
you guys
wrenches.
after this one.
You got your standards. You got your metrics. All of your hexes. It's awesome. They even got the little tip covers, so like little antenna tube. Do you use this antenna tip on your car with the MIP branding on it? That's sick.
It's pretty sick.
That's sick.
It is cool.
I almost want to get an RC car just so I could put that on there. Who else uses antenna tubes still? Anyone out there? I know 8-scale guys still kind of rock it. Let's see. Anywhere many Yanks are going to the Worlds? No, I haven't heard anything. I'm going to the on-road Worlds because it's in my hometown. Shout out to the guy with the Santa Claus beard just in camera view of the driver's stand. It's probably Perry. I was about to say, I don't even know who it is, but I can almost guarantee it's Perry Mayfield. That's Carl Woosley back home. Also a mod guy. I don't. I use the Heli RX from Futaba. Notch Johnson in here. What's going on? Aw. I can't see the chat. I can't scroll down. Mother Matt.
Huh? Go to the other left-hand side. And you can see it right there. Just click the, there you go. Just click the little pause button over on the left-hand side so it doesn't play it and take up all our internet. Click it one more time. There you go.
Wait, so all these aren't coming into our master chat,
Yeah, they are.
are they?
Yep.
Oh, okay. They're just in different order. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm just going backwards, huh? Trying to learn some stuff back here behind the scenes.
Yeah, one comes from the top, one comes from the bottom as far as the
Easy.
comments.
I order the MIP antenna tips. Heck yeah.
Hi, Michael Bennett. What's going on, my man? What's going on, Notch Johnson? Notch has always been a big helper.
He's always in the chat.
He actually helped me I paid him, I think it was what, Notch, like $200 or something. He came down to MIP and taught me how to use the timing and scoring system.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
'cause I
tight.
could not figure it out. And I was like, dude, I will pay you to teach me this. When I was starting up the 5th scale series, he was like, no problem. So
That's awesome.
huge shout out to Notch. Always been a very good friend.
Notch is someone that's passionate about what he does, so it's always cool to see Notch on the mic. You know, really helping the SoCal race scene. Was at Revelation for quite some time. Has the TNS series. A lot of guys loving that series. I need to make a race out there. I want to go to Channel Islands or something. A couple of 8 scale races I want to hit, but definitely want to hit the series.
Notch says, price doesn't matter. I don't teach trade secrets except the homies. I know Notch has been a good friend for a long time.
I read homoes. So if you see what I'm seeing.
He corrected himself. I knew what he meant.
I know
knew what he meant.
I know. Man, the track looks so awesome on screen. I'm glad that we are getting to broadcast this to you guys because it is quite a unique layout. Supercross feel, smaller than most 8 scale tracks, but still big at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain.
You're going to
yeah,
be
it's
on
interesting.
Zach. You can show off those tools right now.
All right, so we'll go ahead and show you guys the MIP tools that you can win. Right here's the full set. As you can tell, well,
Hold on a
I'll
second.
give us 1 second. You can see in the background here, but
There you go.
yeah, got everything from our standards to our metrics. Got your wheel wrenches. You can see all the tips are on them. You got your turnbuckle wrenches and the all black collector's edition. And again, this is signed by the man behind MIP. And you got the case and everything. So, what is the value on this, Matt?
It's like $530, and they don't, and they're out of stocks. Like they don't.
They're
have them
already
anymore.
out?
It's like I was saying to
Wow.
somebody that it's like Turbo Man from Jingle All the Way, where Schwarzenegger has to go and get the doll.
I hear you.
That's what that is right there. That's Turbo Man tools.
So these are going to be.
They can't see.
I was about to say. So these are going to definitely be something that you want to get your hands on. If you want to join the
Waffle. The link
Waffle,
is posted.
yeah, it is posted. I believe it's $20.
$20 a ticket, and it goes to help the live stream guys. And other than that, we also have the
Probably do it like
S-Works,
this.
S-Works car of choice, and or a Techno E-Buggy. So you guys can win those as well. And then we have I think we'll have like 10 winners or something. So it'll be whatever you choose.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's really, really nice set of tools right here. So I'm glad that they came out with the black. Got a sweet little case too. When did they make these cases?
Decently, like about a couple months ago. It's
Yeah.
off right now, Zach, but
Dude, that is yeah.
it's pretty dialed.
It is dialed. How many of those did they make? Do you know?
There wasn't many. It was like 100.
Wow.
It's like 100 and something like that. But this one's the last one.
You can win those by entering the Waffle.
The link's been posted.
The link has been posted. Check it out, or just head to modspeedshop.com. There is a spot for the Waffle. Get a
Underneath
ticket.
the Mod Live Media tab.
There you go. Under the Mod Live Media tab, you can go get a $20 ticket. No limit to how many tickets you can get. And again, we do have some car kits we're giving away. Have some CX wallets, some other goodies. I'm sure we're gonna have. What are we gonna have? What else?
We have the car kit. We're going to have
Tools, car
Mod
kit.
Swag. We're going to have J Concept goodies. I think Clinic's going to get us something.
Nice.
I'll have to talk to the Racecraft guys.
Maybe we could get an autographed body again or something from some of these guys.
Think so. Think we can make something
We can
happen.
make something happen. What else do you guys want to see in these waffles? Matt does a great job of providing some really cool stuff for you.
Always something unique.
Yeah, there's always cool stuff.
So,
Am I weird for liking the amber colored handles? No, absolutely not. Those are actually pretty dope too. They just, they've been around for so long. It was just cool to see something different. I remember you guys even had some like neon yellow, some pastel blue colors for some certain tools for a while.
yeah.
It was just neat to see something different. But yeah, the amber colors, that's how you know someone had some good wrenches.
100%.
That's how you know you go ask someone for a tool. If you were about to strip out a screw, you just walk around the pits and look for the amber handled tools, and you're like, all right, there's a good wrench. Let me get that.
You're on it. Well, Zach, I'm going to sign out for a little bit. I got to go pick up Megan from the airport.
All right.
So she's going to be helping us out getting all those guys' photos for tomorrow, guys. So she's integral to the part of it. So definitely a shout out to my girl. She's amazing. So I'll see you guys soon, and I'll be watching. And just give me a call if there's any problems. But I have it on autopilot right now.
Yeah, it should be good. The only thing that we might do is throw someone in the booth because I am coming up in race number 20, I think.
Race number 20.
Race 20 is me, so
right.
who do you guys want to see in the booth?
About to put maybe Robbie Rob in here
Maybe
somewhere.
put Robbie Rob. Dude,
Maybe
he'd be a good one.
Where's he at, though?
Who else we got? Maybe we could put
Yeah,
Wally's my pit guy.
You're going to have to find him. I'll leave that to you, Zach.
All right.
All right.
Chris, if you see Robbie Rob, if you don't mind grabbing him and letting him know we need him here soon. Haha, homios. All right, so Matt's heading off to Twin Peaks. Oh, wait, that's different Twin Peaks. He's going to go get his girlfriend from the airport. And Megan does a great job helping out. She's a great supporter. Super cool to see Matt have someone that deals with all this because heading through all these races and everything Matt does behind the scenes with Mod, he's a busy man, so getting everyone set up. MIP tools are all I will use. I agree, Colin.
Just passing the ball. Who's that sitting up in the ball? Who's that sitting in the ball? 3765. Hey, driver, who's sitting in the ball? 2 seconds left. There he is.
Using 2.0 right now, Notch says. Put Mueller in the booth. We'll have to find out. We got people in the chat, Chris.
Help on the side, guys.
Sorry, guys. Sometimes it might sound like I'm just talking to myself, but I got Chris in my ear on the camera. And Chris just hooked on phonics, so he's learning all kinds of new stuff. So he's talkative. Uh-oh. You're using big words, Chris. Calm down. Sportsman E-Buggy, final heat, about to round up. Looks like Nico getting this one, Mac and Mike. And coming up next, we have Aiden, it looks like. Who's got the mullet right there? This kid's dialed in, dude. Who do we have? Hecker, Aiden. Yeah, someone said it was 62 degrees. These guys are making it look like it's in its 40s like I claimed. So what is coming up next? E-Buggy? Protect tools for the win. All right, Aiden coming up on the stand. Spencer. This will be good. All right. Race 15 hitting the track. What's up, Robbie? Did you miss your race?
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing.
You break? Why?
So much fucking Tim was trying to figure out which car was mine, so he could link the transponder like that. And both my pit guys, Johnny and Wheeler, were out parking around the side and they didn't clear it. Tim shouting down, "Whose car is that? Whose car is that?" And I didn't hear Tim saying anything either because I'm up there racing. So not on my laps.
Dude.
I had some free fucking laps too.
Wow. Where's Kenny? I don't know. Yeah, Lenny asking, Notch, you announcing channels tomorrow? What's up with Channel Island?
So are you racing race 20?
Control lap in 15.
Yo.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Moving forward. Okay?
Okay, we'll do. Yep, bye.
Ooh, nice. One waffle ticket already bought. All right.
So,
Sorry, I'm getting talked to a few different spots over here, guys. So if you hear me cut out here and there, give me one moment. I don't know if that might be live.
Transponder 7115.
That is.
327.
But it's still the same thing as you talking to me in that or this.
So, Matt's mom, aunt, and cousin are watching. So they shot. That's what Matt just got from Dennis.
Transponder 7712. Engage your monitor.
So it looks like we got Mod Media family in the chat. Well, actually not in the chat, but on the stream watching. So I believe Matt's mom, cousin, and aunt are all watching. Appreciate you guys, especially Matt's mom for making such an awesome human being that makes this all happen. So thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know if you guys have access to the chat, but if you do, drop a thumbs up, some hearts, whatever you guys want to do. Appreciate you. Part of the Mod family viewing. Always special to have you guys aboard. As we follow around some fast guys. It is Heckert and Aiden Horn in this one, but we are following around. Oh, the rocket pop hitting the pipe of Spitzer Heckert. See, and miss one jump, you mess up a whole section there. Let's see. Mitchell, what's up, dude? We going line dancing tomorrow or something? Nathan, you're living life the right way, Zach. Thanks, dude. So are you. Actually, Nathan, in my neck of the woods, what are you working on? An F4 car, F3? I saw you some sort of formula car at Buttonwillow. What's up, Chris? Heck yeah, we got all kinds of people in the chat. Christian Showers. Van Air up in this one. I forgot FB chat probably can't see YouTube chat. Yes, some of these. Do you watch any Supercross? Yes, Dallas. I watch a lot of Supercross. Big Supercross fan. Actually worked a couple Supercross events. Have a couple buddies that race Supercross in the 250s class that are actually RC guys. So if you know Ryder DeFrancisco, Jet Reynolds, those guys are Bakersfield, Styles Robinson. They're all from my hometown. Race Supercross and race RCs as well.
My fault, guys. My fault. I'm gonna say.
A lot of the RC guys or Supercross guys race RC. Bornhorse used to be a super fast, talented motocross guy. Tebow was super fast back in the day. Like I mentioned earlier, Richard Saxton in the 40-plus class, the King from Team Associated. He raced motocross with my dad way back in the day. He was a super fast amateur rider. Robbie Rob. Easy, guys. Free shipping on all the waffle prizes. Not free shipping on actual waffles, although you might be able to score that at walmart.com. Get yourself some Egos, but this is a different waffle. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Ashley's baking cookies. Where is Ashley? Is she in Arizona? Are you in Arizona by chance? I could use some cookies. Yeah, everyone's talking about it. Tyson says, what's up from Mike Gonzalez. So Mike Gonzalez in the chat, that's actually my current roommate. So he got a job, contracted job for a few months down where I live, staying with me for a few months. And we had a cat right before he moved in. This little tiny kitten kept meowing outside of my door. And I'm not a big cat guy by any means. I usually am not a fan of cats, but this little kitten kept meowing, and I left my door open at like 5 a.m. one morning just because it was super nice weather and I was getting up for work. And this cat runs into my house and hides underneath my furniture and completely stopped meowing. So I put it in a box, and it just looked all cute at me all the time and decided to keep it. And now he's the little cat at home. That's where we keep Robbie sometimes, in a box. Looking all cute in a little box, Robbie. Larry Tom in the house. Are you going to come say hi? Left-hand corner, I'd be driving on the oval track. Yeah, someone needs to sky it off there, huh, Larry? Larry, what was up with the Hobby Wing thing you guys had going on? That would look pretty cool. Little clinic that they had. I believe they had Spencer Rivkin there teaching some kids maybe about RC cars in general. I don't know. I just saw a Facebook post. It looked pretty neat. Unfortunately, Rivkin not here this weekend. I heard that Mayfield was saying that he's moving into his new place. So no Rivkin, even though this is a race right in his backyard, which is kind of surprising as there's a $5,000 prize. If anyone that can win the Truggy and Buggy class combined. Yes, an AZ mod family cookies. Oh, that's right. Ashley's she was here last time. She brought the cookies. That's Matt's cousin. Duh. Let's go. It's cookie time again.
Are you race 20?
Yeah, I'm race 20 if you got me.
That's why I have the team response. But then you gotta rush right back over here because I'm race 20.
You're race 21? Oh, this is going to be fun, guys. The chat might be kind of silent. We got to get, if you guys got anyone in mind, start dropping them as this one comes to a close. Race 15. Spencer going fast. Fast lap going to 8, and it looked like I missed it as it was clicking off the screen right there. It was a 31.9, I do believe. Who's your pick for 450 class this year? Also knows how I got laid up for my 4th knee surgery. Oof. I hear you there, Dallas. 450 this year, I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, but Jet was looking awesome. I'm a Kenny fan. I know a lot of people don't like Kenny, but it'd be awesome to see him do good before he gets too old. But, I mean, the Lawrence brothers are absolutely on fire, especially Jet, doing something that most people said was going to be impossible, winning every single Supercross race. I actually went to the final round at LA Coliseum. Yeah, someone's radio just died in my ear as well. And, I'm sorry, not the final round. Sorry, we got chat going on over here. But anyways, yeah, going back to that, Jet is probably going to be the guy to beat. But you never know. A lot of guys switching teams, some dudes bumping up. It's going to be interesting to say the least. What do you guys got as far as Supercross picks as we get closer to A1? There was a bunch of batteries here a second ago. The club is here tonight, racing oval. Heck yeah. Spencer had a Clivic with a school's RC club. Oh, that's awesome. That's super neat. Get Tim Lime on the mic. He's on the mic, Colin. No Finn, no Finn. So top pro is going to be Mayfield, who's in this race. Actually following along on the screen right now. Spencer Heggert. We got Ryan Lutz. Ryan Pavitas. Camden Lime. I need a battery. How is the oval turnout over there, Larry? Tomac for 450, Deegan 250. Yeah, Deegan was going crazy. I want to see Jet win. Would love Webb to have a comeback. Hopefully, he can get a couple. Yeah, I'm curious to see how Webb's going to do on the Yamaha. He's been off to a slow start, but you can never count him out. This one's dead again. Or someone's beeping. Jet looking like Max Verstappen. Yeah. Speaking of, I just went to the Formula 1 race in Vegas, and that was dialed. Anyone else go? Robbie went. Well, you didn't really go. You went partying. Did you even watch any F1 cars? Did you see any of the race? Spent $10,000 on a ticket and didn't see one car? 2 tickets, you silly. Robbie, our camera guy, went absolutely ham. Speaking of going ham, it is Mayfield leading the way in this one. Looking good. His Nitro buggy looked absolutely stellar earlier on. E-Buggy looking pretty good, but not quite as smooth as that Nitro car. I can't wait for you guys to get to watch him. I don't know what it is about his Techno cars, but he is dialed in. He's always super fast in 8 scale. Doesn't have a 10 scale contract anymore, so just focusing here on the 8 scale stuff. But his Nitro car, he was a league of his own for sure. Got to watch a couple of the fast guys practice, and Mayfield look a tier above everyone, to be quite frank. Will Perez get replaced? Love to see Lando or Charles take a spot. I think Lando's still in a contract, and Charles, I believe, signed again, which is kind of silly, but that could be wrong. I mean, you know how the internet is. I know Ferrari's kind of done Charles a little bit dirty. It'd be an understatement, but it is what it is. The only F1 driver that matters is Ricardo.
30 seconds left.
I believe if Perez gets booted, it would be Ricardo, just because he is already AlphaTera, and he's had that seat before. He did some test laps in the Red Bull when they were doing tire testing, so it would only make sense. I've already heard rumors about it, but based on the tire testing, it would make sense that Danny would go into that seat if they do ditch Perez. But from my understanding, Sergio still has the spot, so... Ooh, Mayfield throwing some style over the little left-hander. Or the right-hander on the left-hand side, I should say. And his Techno E-Buggy. Kind of doing the in-between line right there. So, again, the double, triple, it has a roller on the inside and lip on the far right-hand side. Mayfield opted for, like, the middle of that. Didn't upset his car too much, but that was quite funny. Never seen anyone go right down the middle. Colin saying, yeah, he was almost as fast as Max. Yeah, I heard there was different fuel loads, few different things, but, I mean, still, nonetheless, going quick.
Camden line done.
You know, especially with someone like Daniel, who had an opportunity, kind of didn't do as much as he wanted to with it, had to, you know, left, and then now is back. You see, you know, he's happy again. You got something to prove, having more fun. That's a dangerous combination, you know, when someone's in that place mentally, then trying to be champion, putting all that extra pressure like he was maybe back in the day. So, yeah, he's going to be extremely fast. I'd love to see him as his teammate again. It'd be good.
Race number 17. Loose going live in 45, guys. Loose going live in 45. Adam Peters.
Albon's also in that same situation, you know, came back after a year out, driving for Williams, doing absolutely phenomenal for that car. And it'll be interesting to see what he could do. I listened to a podcast with him. He still thinks there's some pretty good opportunities out there for himself, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him land a spot as we see a few guys maybe leave the grid, open up some potential fast positions, maybe see Lance Stroll off the grid one day. I don't know. There's a lot of sponsorship money that comes with him, but it'd be nice to see Albon in that seat. But we'll get away from F1 for a minute, unless it's F1 RC. We'll talk about some RC cars again. Got Jermaine Robinson back in this one. Yeah, we got Brian in this one. Riley Tracy, Adam P. Yep, we already know that. Sorry. Mod Mom says she's proud of her Matthew. He's not here right now. He went to go pick up Megan, but I'm sure he's reading along. Logan Sargent, yeah. He's lucky he had that last race because it was looking pretty bad for him. All right, 30 seconds into this one. See who goes quick. Chris Wheeler in this one as well. Ethan cheering on Jermaine. He was upside down in that six-pack. These are short practice runs, so again, only trying to put 2 laps consecutive together. Oh, as we got one up on the pipe. So if you have one crash, it's kind of better to separate yourself from the other drivers and kind of reset. Go out there, get some clear track, hopefully have a clear head. Make no mistakes. You see some of these drivers going around the obstacles. That was a sweet line. The single, double, double. Well, it's supposed to be a double, double, but kind of singled out. Got Wyatt showing at the top of the chart as we are in race 17. Again, the fast guys will be up at, well, I shouldn't say the fast guys necessarily, but the class everyone wants to watch, Nitro Buggy, the open division, is race 22 through 27. So if you guys are joining along, that's whenever some of you guys might want to come back. Track holding quite well, holding up quite well with the moisture.
Right now, we got right up front. Fast lap, 33.7 left. Ave, 34.7. Play, Andy, 34.4. Alex, 34.3. 45 seconds left.
No Q1 tonight, just seeding round. Yeah, qualifiers will be tomorrow. This is just a seeding round, so just taking the 2 consecutive laps to put them in their qualifiers.
And that's time. Drivers, keep going to the top of the line. Keep going till I call you done. Ryan, you're done. Ryan, but this is awesome. Ryan, fine, you're done. Andrew Davis done. Adam Peters done. Jermaine Robinson done. We are looking for our race 16 marshals, Mayfield, Vaughn, Keith, Kaiser, done. McDonald, Tracy, and Jason Darling in the track. Still waiting on one, marshals, waiting on one. Then Evans done. Transponder 4597988. That's the race, guys.
Adam Harper saying, watching live RC, actually make that mod live media while doing some designs on RC car shells, even though it's 2:30 a.m. Wow, where are you at, Adam?
Up next, race number 18. 1-8 open the buggy. 4 of 4. All right, roll them out, check him in, roll them out, check him in.
Yes, I did see the post about the A main RC tracks, about the new indoor building. That place actually is going to be awesome, I think. I got the opportunity to race at the old facility, the indoor track in Chico, and that place was absolutely unreal. It was a tiny little warehouse, but the grip was amazing. The layouts were super fun. It was super awesome. Someone's saying that they believe it might be carpet, but no confirmation on that. Let's see who we got in this one. Some fast dude Lutz falling around in the Kyosho car. He was looking good in practice. Ooh, getting a little one tire wheelie. Coming up on traffic right there, getting out of the way, nice and smooth. Oh, upside down. He's got the white side guards on there. That was sick. Showing those off. Trying to hit the double on the roller side. Yeah, it looks like, was that Frankie behind him or AJ? I think that was AJ. Yeah, AJ Rodriguez. Getting a tumble. From Brazil in the house, we got England out of Adam. Yeah, I don't know why they have it as Q1. That's going to be fun, huh? Good call out, Paul. Hey,
Thank you, Brian.
yeah, Mod Media in the chat coming out. That's Matt. Shouldn't you have your eyes on the road, Matt? But great catch, Paul, because that could be devastating. Matt, are you going to reach out to Tim? Or do you want me to run over there whenever I go up there for my race? Turn this into a roar type race real quick. Everyone get mad at the race director for messing it up. Pavitas is running the Sparko car, Joe. Pawtucket, Rhode Island, nice. Race Haven RC.
Your call has been forwarded.
It looks like Frankie is in the 2 spot. Ryan Lutt's still out front. The fast lap of this one going to our race leader at a 31.4. So, again, that's what I heard in practice earlier, open practice that is, with some 31s. Now kind of seeing it on the clock. Little Frankies who are following around. Pups out there in the orange body with the yellow wheels, making it easy to see under the lights here. Ooh, squeaking off the pipe right there. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Mod Live Media, as we're going to have some sweet photos uploaded. We got Shu in the house, one of the best RC photographers in the game. Everyone loving that corner on the far left.
45 seconds left.
Is there any electric powered buggies you guys would say is easier to drive than others, or is it just a matter of setup for all of them? I mean, yeah, setup's a big part of it. You know, a lot of these cars are going to handle somewhat similar. There are, you know, pillow ball versus your C-Hub cars are going to handle different. Every manufacturer is going to have a different feel to it. But for the most part, if you get a car, the biggest thing is going to be what you prefer. If you like a car that's aggressive steering versus a little bit smoother in the corners, you can kind of buy a car for that particular reason. But yeah, your setup's going to be important. And what a lot of people don't think about, and Jared brought this up not long ago, was just making sure everything's free. You know, when you build a kit, make sure that the A-arms flop with no shocks on them. Make sure your shocks aren't bound up. You know, none of your axles are catching. Your mesh is correct, because that's going to change the setup more than, you know, from car to car. So you just make sure you build it right. Nothing's bound up. All of your steering components are, you know, on the correct way. Nothing's upside down. I know through my years of RC going through people's cars, you know, they complain, oh, Team Associated cars or Team Losi this or Kyosho that or whatever it is. And then you go look at it, it's like, well, dude, your dog bone's bent and your bearing's blown out on one side. Like, of course your car is going to be hooking one way. You know, that has nothing to do with the brand. It's just you got to go through your stuff and make sure everything's free. Not saying that's your case, but just be aware of that stuff. Yeah, Lutz and Fee going to be a huge asset to the team. I'm so stoked about that. I found out a couple weeks ago that Fee was going to be on the team. I was actually talking to Derek Fertani. I stay in touch with the Kyosho boys here and there. And back when I was team manager, we were trying to push for that. So it's been a long time coming to have Fee over at the K camp, and excited to see that nonetheless. So Lutz getting the The win in this one with a 31.2 is the fast lap. So absolutely flying. Another 31.5. I think that's what Frankie did in his E-Buggy. So staying pretty consistent. Smooth diffs, no crunchy feel. Yep. Joe, thank you. Yeah, 2024 will be the year Mod will become the #1 media company for RC in America. He needs a news site also. That would be sweet. On a mod form. All right, guys. I'm going to have to jump out of here because I got to go work on my car. I'm in race 20, driving with the upside-down remote, so wish me luck. I'm going to have the white body, so do not put the camera on me.
Keep your heads. Just so I know where to come back.
All right, all right, all right. All right, Zach has to step away to run his race. He's coming out of retirement, if you haven't heard. So you'll have to deal with me, old Robbie Rob, for a little bit. Yeah, you might know me from Howard Stern. So how's everybody's night going? Can't do that to me, Chris. That's confusing. Yep. All right, looks like race 19. They're starting to check in one by one. It's old Robbie Rob is on the mic now, temporarily, till Mr. Zach gets back from his race. I appreciate the load of confidence there, Colin. It's funny you mentioned that, Donnie. I was messing around with doing the speed settings on my throttle and steering, and that helps a lot, makes it a lot smoother. Dropping it down in the 80s and slowly going up and down from that makes a big difference. There's a lot these radios can do nowadays with tuning and setting wise and stuff like that. It's funny, right after Zach gets done with this race, he's got to run back and grab the mic because then I'm up next. Yeah, then Zach's got to come back and go back and turn marshal, and then I got to run back to the Muth. So that's what I'm going to start calling it now, the Muth, the mod booth. The Muth. Getting a little squirrely there in the bowl. Thanks, Tiny. Missing you. Ooh, taking a tumble there. We got Peyton half. Yeah, Peyton right now. Got Peyton as your leader, Kenny in the P2 position, and Mike Callis in the P3. Oh, that little corner there, it's kind of rough, so you got to kind of take it either wide or slow roll. Yeah, we could do that.
Remember, guys, this shooting has nothing to do with
Yeah, you're missing out a little bit there, CTRC Thompson. It's always a good time though out here. I think this is why I started coming back out RC racing is, you know, more of the community and camaraderie and having fun. All the food and the fires going on. Peyton's still keeping that P1 position quite a bit there. And that is race number 19.
Sorry, guys, I had a timer set at 7 minutes. Big race is done. That is the race, guys.
All right, up next for race number 20 of the seeding rounds. There's the man, the myth, the legend right there.
Guys, that's the race, that's the race, that's the race. Let the track, let the track, let the track. Sorry, guys.
Dang, Tiny, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get feeling a little bit better, though.
Just stick to your toes. Just stick to your toes. Roll out, check him in, guys. Roll out, check him in.
Yeah, that's old Zach Rogers' car right there. That's the legend's legend right there. There you go. Zach Rogers officially out of retirement, going down the straightaway there. Oh, hitting the Marshall out there. That's should be a penalty for Zach Rogers. He should know better. Oh. Come through the rhythm section here. Doing some bippity boppity off the pipe there. Remember, folks, Zach Rogers is left-handed and he's driving on a right-handed remote, so.
Live in 5, 4.
And race is live.
Chanel and Sean, you are on the clock. We have former TA 14 manager Zachary Rogers racing this race.
Yeah, Zach Rogers is literally driving with the remote upside down. Oh. Getting some traffic going on over the first bowl. Zach Rogers through the rhythm, doing a double triple there. Riding the pipe. Brian Lukovich's. He's in number 2. That helps. Go follow that red car right there. That's John Young. So going through the double there. That's one of my buddies, John Young. He's rocking that new Hot Bodies buggy. I've heard a lot of thumbs up and thumbs down about the new Hot Bodies buggy, but John Young getting some air there. Yeah.
One 15 to go, guys. 1:15 to go.
Zach Rogers up there in the P1 position. How about that? And John Young down there in the P3. P2, Sean back. John Young just dropped down to P number 4. There's your leader, Zach Rogers, the man, the myth, the legend, coming down the front straightaway. .30 left of race, and Zach Rogers takes a digger. It's cold out. Well, with 10 seconds left in the race. Oh, we got 2 cars down. Zach Rogers and John Young flipped them back upside down. All right, got John Young just bumped up to the P1 position. Zach Rogers sitting back there in P2. Let's see if Zach has anything to say about that. Got a good solid 5 seconds on him.
Still waiting on 2. Still waiting on 2. Actually 5. Sorry. Zachary Rogers.
Colin, this is Sportsman Nitro Buggy. Heat 2 of 3. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in with Robbie Rob. I got to hop up off the mic and go out for my race. So we'll talk to you guys soon.
The race is completed. All right, we race 18 drivers out to the track. Race 18 drivers out to the track. Race 20, roll them out, check them in. Race 21. Race number 21. 1-8 Sportsman Nitro Buggy. Heat 3 of 3. Race 19 out to the track. Race 19 to the track. Figuring out your marker spot already. Caden, Kenny, Mike, Big Space, Nico, Black Sunday, Sean, and the man. I'm coming. Nope. Too late. Just go live in 30 seconds. Start of the race. Stop bandit. Mark Robinson. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, boy, oh boy, that was something else. It's cold out there. Just got handed a remote real quick, run up there, drive on the track. I've only done a couple laps on. And the controller is upside down, so, or backwards rather. Man, the track is really fun to drive. It's just difficult. It's a lot harder than it looks. It is pretty hooked up grip-wise. As you guys can see, there's some ruts slowly starting to develop. Sorry, I'm kind of shivering. I'm cold. It is cold out there. I gotta get a sweatshirt on. Yeah, surprised B Rose isn't at this race either. He's been on an 8-scale tear. One of the U.S. fast guys. Yeah, I wish I could use Mayfield's Fly Sky. Unfortunately, Wally runs the Futaba, so it has Futaba receivers in it, and he races like 2 races after me, so we don't have a bunch of... You know what's funny, Paul, is actually, if you think about it, we're right-handed. So they are pistol grip radios, so if you drive quote-unquote left-handed, they are right-handed. You know, you use the trigger with your right hand as if you were holding a gun. And also the way that video game systems are set up, that's how they are. The trigger is always the right-hand side for, you know, any racing game, and your steering is your left thumb. So... same thing as driving quote-unquote left-handed. That's what made sense when I was young, so that's why I started that way. I was like, oh, everything's built this way. It's pistol grip. How do you hold a pistol? You hold it like that. So I'm actually right-handed. Did you hit a Marshall, Zach? No, I didn't hit a Marshall. Did I hit a Marshall? No, I didn't hit a Marshall. I hit a car. Yeah. They're in my ear saying I hit a Marshall. What's your opinion of the design of the Agama new car suspension? I don't know much about it. I've seen it, but I honestly couldn't give you too much of an opinion. How do you like the E-Buggy? To me, it has way too much turn-in. And the way the power band was set up, it felt like a slingshot. It wasn't very smooth or linear, but I also haven't drove in a long time. I'm holding an upside down remote. You know, so I know a lot of it's me. Cars handle a lot better whenever you're actually on the gas, not just putting around. So to me, it has way too much bite in the front end. I like my cars to be more mellow, where I can drive them with the ass in more and really just, you know, be in control of the car, not just trying to put it around. Usually having a car that steers like that is quicker though. But being with how much time I've taken off and driving upside down and everything, it just felt like it had way too much steering and wasn't very stable. So I was fighting the car the whole time. I'd prefer a car with push, especially with the experience level I have right now, where I could just really drive it, you know, harder, deeper into the corners, use the brake more. Would have been better, but I just kind of played it safe, tried to throw a decent run together, see how I felt. Now that I know the track a little bit better, like I said, I didn't get to use all my punch tickets like everyone else in practice, but yeah, I don't know. The car felt okay. It definitely wasn't to my preference. I like a car that pushes more, more stable. So we'll see how it goes. You know, Wally's a master tuner. It is his car, his radio system, all that stuff. So it's going to be set up to his liking, not what I want. I'm not going to ask him to do changes based on what I want. So I'm just going to run it how it is and have some fun. That's all it's about, right? Yeah, Paul saying it was just natural to use my right hand for the trigger. Exactly. They're pistol grip radios. So everyone makes fun of me. Oh, you left-hand racer, you left-hand driver, this, left-hand. I'm like, dude, no, you guys are driving left-handed. You know, everyone else is driving left-handed. They're pistol grip radios. Most people, if you have a right hand, how would you hold your radio? If it was pistol grip, you would use the trigger as your right finger. So, and going back to the video games and stuff, you know, any racing game on an Xbox, PlayStation, you name it, the right trigger typically is the gas, and then the left joystick is what you use for steering. So whenever my dad got me an RC car, that's kind of what we based it off of. And it just so happened that the rest of the world does it backwards, right? That's what you're supposed to say, right? Old guys set up. Yep. Oh, thanks, Dallas. Yeah, it was all right. We're gonna have to get you a set of the 22 degree caster blocks. Yeah, I don't know what he has on there. Turn your RC controller sideways instead of upside down. I can't drive with it sideways like that. I've tried. I know what you mean. Cavalieri does that because Cav drives like me and Colin. That was what was nice when I was racing full time. Is me and Cav could switch cars because we drove the same style, you know, same radio stuff. So made it easy. He's the only driver now. It would only be Mayfield, as he has the remote that literally all you do is just pivot the wheel around to the other side and you go from quote unquote left to right handed. Leland in the house. Yee! Bakersfield local. Leland Woolfolk. We got Mayfield in this heat, so everyone wanted to tune in for the fast guys. We got Open Nitro Buggy, heat 1 of 5, so race 22 through 27 as we wind down through the night. Dang, we're going to be... Oh, I guess we're kind of right on time. Our computers are still set up to California time. I was like, dang, we're going to finish way ahead of when I said. I was saying probably at 8:30, 8:40. Oh, shoot. Looks like someone marshaled for me. Richard saying, come on, Zach. Get yourself a Kyosho again. Everything you said is like you get with the K card. You know that, yep. Yeah, I do miss the Kyosho stuff as we're watching our race leader, Ryan Lutz, in the K car. Keeping me on my toes. Yeah, I thought I had Marshall covered. Heard my name. I was like, well, it's really hard to hear here in the booth. We're in a trailer set up to the right side of the track. And looks like I'm covered now, so we're good. So we have Mayfield, Lutz, both in this heat. Some fast people. I'm gonna try to get Mayfield on the screen. There he is, clearing some of the traffic, I should say, not necessarily lap traffic, but jumping over him right there. Dodge made a K car in the 80s. Yeah, I've heard of that. So Lutz still out front, but Mayfield looking dialed right now. But keep in mind, it is just 2 laps needed as Mayfield does the crossover on the corner kicker jump over the pipe. No cowbell. Oh, Papa Willie over the roller. Going with the double, triple option. Hugging the pipe, nice inside tight line. He's straight on the gas after that, so not really rolling through the whoops. He's on the gas punched. I actually marshaled over there during practice earlier. Kind of watched his line a bit. But Lutz still out front on the overall pace. Fast lap still belongs to Lutz also, 31.8. Mayfield's 32.3. Yeah, so we'll just follow Lutz around again for a second in the Kyosho car. He's not far behind Mayfield on the track. Actually kind of using the rest to... Oh, as soon as we give him some camera activity, making 2 mistakes in a row. Marshall, no hustle right there. But it is just practice, so... Peter saying the track looks huge. You know, ironically, it's not all that big. It's, as you can see, these guys running 30-second lap times for 8 scale. That's about 15 to 20 seconds shy of normal. As Lutz goes over that corner jump. See Mayfield at the bottom of the screen still there, so they were almost linked up early on. Lutz making 2 mistakes, waving to the crowd in that one. Oh, doing a crossover on the double triple, so he used the outside with the lip, crossed over to the inside of the triple, and looks like he's kind of lost a little bit of his confidence. He was really smooth early on, but we threw the camera on. He must have heard us talking about him, because now Mayfield pulling away. And still fast lap, though, out of Lutz as this one comes to a close. Mayfield almost tripling it, using that roller in the corner as he reaches over the triple. So best lap. Oh, straightaway problems. One on the straightaway. And luckily for this racer, or for Mayfield that is, I didn't even realize that was Mayfield, that the race was over, so no one gonna collect him on the end of that one. Diana in that one in the hot bodies, Kyle, Chris, Frankie, AJ, Ross McDonald, all kinds of fast guys. So who's trying to put this on their bucket list of races next year? Which one of you out there in Facebook or YouTube land wants to make it out to Adobe Mountain Raceway? You can check out the banner right there, U.S. Fuel Championships, but we do have the electric classes available. All of our sponsors, beautiful looking banner right there. Definitely me, yeah. This is our race to come to for sure, especially if you have a motorhome or an RV. Don't get me wrong, if you're staying somewhere or getting a hotel, it's still cool, but a lot of these racers opting to stay out here, and it's a great party afterwards. Savage. What are your settings, dog? Change them. Oh, we got Robbie Rob swiping right over here on anything and everything. What happened, Robbie? Tell us. Get on the headset and tell us about it. Why'd you start so late? Because of me? You start so late because you had to dance? My bad. Jeremy saying I wanted to go, but Jose wouldn't let me. Yeah, gosh darn dang it. Super new to RC, would love to, or would like to be better before a big race like this. You know, that's a good call out, but there are rookie classes, the sportsman class. You know, there is a division for everyone, so don't cut yourself short on that one. You know, there's the rookie class. I think we had 2 full heats, and you can run whatever car you'd like as long as it's 8 scale. So you can run an E-Buggy, E-Truggy, Nitro Truggy, Nitro Buggy. You might even be able to run a 4x4 short course. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but you know, that's what those classes are for. And it's a great experience, you know, kind of figure out what the format's like, a long weekend, and see if this is something you want to do. You know, it definitely keeps you hooked. I saw. Not sure what time we're going to start live stream in the morning, Adam. Trying to get word on that. Do you know what time, Chris? Yeah, we typically start a little bit before. Ask Tim right there. Ooh, almost a perfect landing, but clips the pipe. Nah, it's all right. We'll wait. Yeah, Richard, I'm working on it. We're trying to figure out what time. I'm not sure if Matt wants to start an hour early or not. Yeah, Jerry making a great point. A big race is perfect for a beginner, more time between rounds. Normally the pros are there to ask questions, watch their lines. It really is a great opportunity to not only get to watch and you know, pick knowledge, but get to race on the same track as these guys and kind of see the difference in line choices and how they carry speed through the corners, how they set up certain sections. It's the only time you get to experience that. Well, for the most part, you know, some of you guys are lucky enough to have some local pros, but even then they don't go to the track and practice all that often as their travel schedule is quite busy. There you go. Yeah, come out with the rookie. Mark Pavitas in the house. Yep, your boy leading the way here. And the Sparko. Or is Sparko? I'm going to have to get that down, being that Ryan's been going quick with it. I watched a full practice run earlier with him. Only made one mistake, so feeling comfortable with the car. It looks like it pushes a little bit more than maybe some of the other fast guys. But with this layout, I think it's actually to his benefit. So, you know, having the least amount of track time, or not track time, but time with the vehicle, maybe not having to mess with the setup as much might be a good thing for him, you know, not overthinking it, just getting to have fun. Talked to him a little bit whenever I arrived. We talked for a couple minutes, and biggest thing I noticed was just his stress levels are down. Back to just having it or doing this for fun, and like I mentioned, that's usually when people do their best is when they don't have all that added pressure. So Sparko, Mark saying, there you go. Mark, have you drove the Sparko car at all, or is it just Ryan? Also, I asked, yes, fun is key. You know, the funny thing is I told him, Mark, he was telling me that, right? He's like, you know, I'm just back to doing this for fun, like not trying to make a living at it or anything, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, it sounds like you finally maybe listened to your dad or something. He's like, not just my dad, everyone. And I was like, bro, I've literally had that conversation so many times. Mark, when was your last year? We asked Barry earlier, your last year as a paid professional driver. Heat 3, Camden Lime in this one. We got Wally. Hopefully I didn't damage the car too much. We got Tom Stober, Chris Wheeler, Mac Marmon. Yeah, Tom Stober was a professional BMX rider. Super cool. We got Brian in this one, track owner for the Roar Fuel Nats later this year, or in 2024 rather. Jacob's in this one. Yeah, a lot of Arizona guys. Mark, I'm being serious. I wasn't trying to poke fun. What was the last year you were paid? Paid professional. I'm digging the Ivan Stewart paint scheme on Brian's cars. Has he always ran it like that? It's always been like that? I didn't know that. And he's looking pretty dialed over there. Getting some track time back home. Showcasing his skills here in Arizona. Yeah, a little bit warmer here. Track conditions are absolutely phenomenal. He's going with that same line. He went in 40 plus, doing the option single, double, double. Wasn't as smooth that time as he was hoping. Mark. 2014. Who were you running for back then, Mark? What was your last team? You might not want to disclose this information. Barry did. And I have my own thoughts on it, considering we all know professional athletes and stuff's pay. And I try not to get into it too much because I was more on the behind the scenes, so I can't talk about everyone else's personal finances. But if you don't mind, what was the most you ever made as a paid driver? Barry said it was $126K, his best year. That was with contingency and all salary. Kyosho, that's what I figured. I remember reading some cool magazines. Your signature paint scheme was a big favorite of mine back when magazines were a thing as well in high school. I think it was the 2008 Worlds, reading the coverage on that. I believe it was 2008. Maybe 2010, actually, now that I think about it. I think it was 2008. What was the year of the Worlds in the U.S. before Vegas? Camden going quick out there. So this is his home track. Dad on the mic. Camden in the S-Works. Pavitas giving an interesting statistic here. Let's just say the biggest single win was $60K. What race, or yeah, if you don't mind, was that a world championship or what was the $60K? That's an awesome payday for RC racing. The early 2000s like that, everything was just so, I don't know, big, and I talked about it earlier, like X Games was huge, you know, skateboarding, BMX, all the sponsors were in anything extreme. I remember paintball was on like Huntington Beach. They had a big event. RC was booming. And things just change over time, but seems like it was like the heyday back then. World Championship. Yeah, Charlotte. Was that 2008? Camden Lime, our race leader. We're following him around on the video stream right here as he gets a little bit, whoa, Mario Karting it. He saved it though. We got to give him props on the Cyclone right there, going with the double, double, double. Acting like he's ordering from In-N-Out right there. Chris Wheeler in the 2 spot, Arizona native, 06. Yeah, more sponsors than the guys have now, exactly. What's your fondest memory of RC, Mark? For your career, I should say. Maybe that World Championship. Obviously, I'm sure it's awesome watching Ryan do it. We need to have like an old school podcast, you know? You see all these motocross files and all these cool videos of talking to the old legends, or you even see, Ricky Carmichael and Villapoto have their podcast now. What is it called, 24 or something? I listen to it sometimes. But it would be sick to just, pick everyone's brain and kind of get some inside scoops. I talk to Cavallari here and there. I'm good friends with Tebow, and just like some of the stuff they share, I'm sure a lot of the general public, you guys have a lot of fans out there. Even you, Mark, you and Barry have fans still to this day. Would love to hear some inside scoops. I'm surprised. I know there are podcasts out there, but nothing that kind of focuses on like an hour-long set of just talking about, someone's full career like that. Best memory is all the friends. Miss the industry for this reason. I feel ya. That's literally what brings me back to do some of these. Ooh, we got some fast ones. Spencer Hecker, Aiden Horn. Jared was going quick early too, so Jared's not one to count out. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. It's hard to replace all these guys.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Ryan Pavitas is out there volunteer marshaling. Wow, dude. Mark, you should be proud. Raising a good one. Yep, he's out here. I've heard this is the second time he's volunteer marshaled. Maybe he just wants to help his buddies out there. Watch Camden and Aiden. Maybe stomp their car out if they're going a little bit quicker. You never know. Mike Katz. I remember racing novice with Mark at SoCal. So neat to race when SoCal had so many pros every Wednesday. That is a cool memory too. Mike's also a super fast, old school racer. So going back to earlier, someone saying something about, they want to get better before they come race. This is a good reminder that all these top guys started somewhere, were rookies at one point as well. So, just get out here, throw your car down, come have some fun. That's what the rookie class is about, and you'll be surprised how much you can learn, and maybe you're next, Mark and Easton were the best to the young guys coming up. That's tight. Billy Easton. Always fun whenever he comes out of retirement here and there. He's always fast. Mark, if you put in a solid few months of practice, you think you could put it to Ryan? Or do you think Ryan's got your number? I've seen Howard come out. He raced the Reedy race a few times. Oh, Rick Dog. He's got his glasses on. Definitely got a decade or so on some of the younger guys. And he would, the way Reedy races is set up, sometimes he would start on the front row of a heat. And he would keep those guys at bay for the whole entire race. I think one Reedy race, he won his heat, or he got second over Mayfield, Cav, Tebow. He was in a super heavy heat. And that guy drives once a year other than some on-road stuff. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy that he could still go that quick. I mean, it's a little bit different when you're leading, and you can kind of slow the train up behind you. But these are the best of the best. They have, they could find a way around, and he definitely wasn't holding them up by any means. So it wouldn't surprise me if you couldn't still hang there, Mark. We got Josh out here leading the way, so made me bite my tongue earlier. So Josh is our race leader. It is Spencer in the 2 spot, Aiden Horn in the 3, Jared in the 4, Andrew 5, David 6, Ryan Reese down in 7th. Ryan needs to pick it up a little bit, and then Josh Keith rounding out in the top 8 there. Carrillo 9th, not starting this one. Ooh, side-by-side drag race down the front straight. Pavitas writing in the chat, we ran Palm Desert at the Toys for Tots last weekend, and I had a few laps that felt like the old days running behind Rye in the pro main, then ran out of talent. That's pretty cool, though. That's got to bring a smile to your face, getting to go battle, getting to have fun doing it like you mentioned earlier, and then, kind of watching your boy progress like that. Ryan's had a solid run the last 2 years. At least a little bit I see on Facebook. And we're definitely going to get Ryan in the booth later this weekend, talk to him about the changes, kind of see what he's going to do with his career and how he's liking the new car. Yeah, that was dialed. Is that Josh right there? That was sweet. Josh flying. Black wing, white car. As soon as we start talking about him, though, it's the curse, the camera curse. All right, guys. Race 25 of 27, so winding down the night. Aiden trying to get the leap of faith right there. So this track, biting some guys. Aiden not looking like his typical self. Reaching for it over the triple. See how he does over the crooked corner. Hang loose jump. I love the bull turn, or the double bull turn to the double. My favorite section of the track. Yep, I'm ordering from In-N-Out with the double doubles right there. Aiden in the orange buggy. We're falling around. Big white wing right there. Don't get that mistaken for something else. Track getting rutted up over on the left-hand side. Oh, big air. Josh, though, still our race leader on the overall pace, that is. Keep in mind, these guys are just trying to get 2 consecutive laps. Aiden kind of keeping it conservative in the middle of the pipe, but finally getting the double triple like he was looking for. And he's our final driver on the clock. That's going to conclude things in this heat. And he does go to the top of the board at the very end right there. Fast lap of the race. Wow, 32.0 out of Spencer Hecker in the 3 spot. But it was a 32.617 for Josh and a 32.613 for Aiden. Fast laps. Jermaine Robinson, Tyler Brown, Nick Sava in this one. Hunter LaFleur also racing. Ben Evans, Ryan Prince, AJ Schumacher. Got Joe and Riley in this one. So Lackey in the 8th spot, or starting 8 in this one. Ooh, who's got the green? Is that yellow? It looks green on the screen right here. Two more heats left here in seating. Thank you guys for joining in again. Mod Live Media, we're going to be covering the event all weekend long for you. Uh-oh, upside down right there. Marshall.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Ryan Prince.
All right, Loop is live. Lenny talking about the gas truck I was talking about from 94. I was chatting with Jay Smoker yesterday about it. Still have it, and Pavitas gave me some proto black coated shock shaft. Still have the whole car. That's tight. All right, let's see who goes quick in this one. Yeah, Jermaine flying through that section. Car's a little bit loose, but it's only lap 1. See a lot of these guys rocking the short antenna tubes as he gets a little bit squirrely. Oh, hitting the kicker perfectly right there. Robinson. Yeah, Mikey's done this a couple times. Oh, going with a late whip right there. Jermaine trying to throw some style, also get some fast laps. His car rotates through the corner really well. What's up, G? Your dad's on here giving you some love. Your dad was on here giving you some love. We got Ryan Pavitas walking through. He's on the chat. Yeah, we gotta get Ryan. Oh, Ricky. What's up, dude? So we have Ryan Pavitas actually came by with the Sparko car, but since the race is about to end, and I know a lot of people wanted to see that thing and talk about it, we'll get Ryan on tomorrow through qualifying in the middle of the day or something. That way more people can check that out, and then we'll actually try to clip it and maybe make a little YouTube video about it. That'd be ideal. Yeah. Oh, Big Air. Jermaine getting kind of lucky with that one. I love the look of some of these guys marshaling on the buckets. Oh man, classic. So short straightaway, basically arch the whole time, but makes for a very interesting track as there's really no spots to kind of pull a tear off, if you will. Always something to do, very busy over the crooked corner. You can see the oval track in the back right there. We got the elevation change on this track is pretty much perfect. So they build it higher on the back side, lower on the front, so you can see everything at an elevated level. Makes it very easy to see your car throughout the whole entire lap. Love that. Always a big fan of tracks that think about things like that. And it makes just the viewing experience even better for you guys at home online. Jermaine flying right now with a hot lap of a 32.3, so a little bit slower than the last heat, but quick nonetheless. Going with the inside line with the single double. That was pretty quick. I might have to steal that one from him in the sportsman class, eh? Should I find a car and come race 40 plus? Absolutely, do it. Uh-oh, we lost cell service with our camera guy, so can't really tell him much to do or follow along. That's probably why he's not following any cars right now. There we go. Hunter Flower, he's from, where is he from? I'm sure someone in the chat will say something. He's from far away. He must have flown in. Ryan Prince putting a solid run in right there. His fast lap at 33.9. AJ Schumacher 33.4. Jermaine was going quick as we get into our final seeding round of the night, or seeding race, rather, of the night. It'll be Heat 27, Open Nitro Buggy.
The race is completed. Short course, roll not second in, roll not second in.
Good look at our top three. These guys uploading their pictures to the RCGT makes it easy for us to scope out their paint schemes or their mugshot so we can notice who they are, give them a little love. Pretty cool to see that happening in RC now. The live media has come a long way, giving great coverage as we are in our final short course heat.
1 minute to the start of the race. This fast is the memory of David Gallardo. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jockey, 30 seconds to the start of the race. Alan Gibson. Scott Bandit.
So one lone heat of the short courses out here, 4x4 at the Open U.S. Open Fuel Championships with the electric class.
Transponder 2479485. Charles Piper. Transponder 3571172.
Single, double, double, gonna eat the SCs up.
1317.
Yeah,
Bluetooth connected.
little turtle shells.
Transponder 6219434. Transponder 5455934.
It is Scott leading the way in this one. Actually, make that Josh the only one that's actually counting on our screen. So a lot of these guys with no transponders in, it looks like someone just doing a sweet 360 at the end of the straight right there in the purple car. That was nice. Ooh, nice smooth transition right there on the crooked corner. I got the in and out section, the double double. And our option 6-pack, 5-pack, 6-pack, kind of. Call it a 5.5 pack. Track's very busy, so interesting to see the SCs, what they opt for. Got the old school body, square body on that one. And it's weird. The short course trucks like that, always when you let off the gas, rear end just wants to come around. And of course, the more airtime with these bodies, they like to parachute. So yeah, definitely gonna see people try to stay lower to the ground. And just in the nick of time, we got Megan and Matt rolling in. How you doing? Can we please get a Nitro SCT class? You can keep that for yourself, Colin. We got the Mohawk car.
What'd you say when I started cleaning up?
We did. Yeah. I'm like, it hasn't been this clean in here the whole weekend. As soon as Megan comes, he's all just cleans everything. So Matt and Megan walking in. Megan's the reason this place stays clean. Thank you for coming, but not because she cleans it, because Matt has to impress.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's a whole different meaning of Matt cleans up well. Matt, there was also a celebrity chat going on from your cousin bringing some cookies out again. Rumor has it. That's nice. And it is make that 5 cars counting now. So I don't know what was going on early on. They were just checking them in. But Josh, Rob, Scott, Alan, and Charles now on the clock. It is going to be Rob Cobb leading the way with a 31-second lap time. That's got to be a little track cut. Oh, nose pick. 110 scale gas truck would be awesome. That would be a class that I would definitely see maybe having some success. You know, maybe get a heat of them like these guys. Get some guys bringing out the nostalgia and 110 scale gas truck. This would be a fun track for them, honestly. Really good layout for them, to be quite honest. There's option lines that they could use. Straightaways like the perfect length for those to top out.
That's awesome.
Again, big thanks to our sponsors, Ticket One, Racecraft Mod, S-Works, ProTech RC, Adobe Mountain Raceway,
Ryan Morrison.
JT Bearing Co., Leadfinger Racing, J Concepts, High Tech, Hot Race, Factory Tracks, Futaba, Mod Live Media, you know, all the goodies.
Transponder 3571172.
Final heat of the night is coming to a close. Rob Cobb, fast guy with that 31-second lap time. I think that one's going to be a race, though. Josh has been going quick in this one. Ryan Morrison. Those guys both with 38s, 38.1 to a 38.9. Sounds a little bit more legit than the 31. Big gas truck race at HRC. Oh, nice. That'd be cool. You think people would use the vintage cars or would they use the Ignite kit? I think you'd see a good mix of both, honestly. Depends. You know, of course, you're going to have the people wanting the Ignite kit, but I think a lot of people, the fun of it would kind of, you know, be bringing out their old stuff. But who knows? I'm not sure. And there it is. The final seeding race of the evening here at the U.S. Open Fuel Championship. Still haven't got a word on when we're starting tomorrow, so I'm not sure if Matt has gotten information on that. Matt, do you know what time we start in the morning? Nice.
I imagine 9 or 10. Probably 9.
So Matt's using his imagination and he's saying 9. So that's maybe 8. You guys are about as useful as me. You know, 8, 9, 10. How about this? When you wake up in the morning, check Facebook, check YouTube. If we're live, we're live. If we're not, check back in the next rounded off hour. But again, thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate everyone online. And we will see you guys in the morning. You guys can feel free to keep talking here in the chat. I'm going to jump off the mic here for a moment and say hi to everyone. And again, it has been a pleasure. Looking forward to tomorrow. Matt likes to do this stuff to me. So Matt wasn't paying attention. Yeah, here we go. You get on here. Look how red I look.
If I don't pull my own
So we did drop the link in the chat if you guys want to go get a raffle or, I'm sorry, a waffle ticket. I'll probably still be awake, Adam. Oh, you coming in? Come on in, bud.
We run this show.
It's a little bit off over here. I'm like,
That's fine. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Everything should be... Oh, Megan's messing it up.
I tried to drop the ring lock so it wasn't over Zach's
Shit.
face.
Yeah.
No.
Megan dropped it like it's hot. So
No, she total... We were okay.
we're working on it, guys.
There we go. There we go. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys like the live stream, so it's hard not to look
I
at
know,
the...
that's what I was saying. I
not
told
to
you
look
it's
at the
hard.
TV.
It needs to be behind right here. So we have a TV in front of us. We got 4 screens right here, but the TV's elevated a little
This
bit.
can't ever make
got a
you
camera.
happy.
It's hard to make me happy.
That's terrible. You got the green screen and everything. You're
It's just
dialed,
green right
you're
now,
dialed
though.
in, dog. You're dialed.
No,
So-
it's been awesome.
Megan has shown up, so officially, let's see if
She's
her hand.
waving.
No, she's gonna tip over.
We're gonna crash the whole
See,
system here.
Megan will come in. Oh, there. That's she good. So thank you guys for everything. Grab some of the waffle tickets. Yeah, and it's a pretty cool
They're
cool
pancake
kit.
tickets.
Pancake tickets.
There you go.
So if you guys want in on this, and signed by Eustace Moore, we have a photo there that you guys can see. So they're pretty sweet, dude.
That's a sweet deal right there.
It's pretty sweet. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of very unique.
I'd honestly rather have that than a car kit.
I would too.
Just to be honest, like
Well, you can't get them anymore.
Exactly.
You can get a car kit. So pretty sweet. Thank you, MIP, Eustace Moore, and those guys, and amazing. So we're gonna see when we start up today. I imagine it's gonna be around the 8 to 9 o'clock mark.
We're figuring out when we're gonna start today still too.
Yeah, we got the diesel heater over there. We're burning some couple dinosaurs because Shu needed it.
Yep.
He's like, my fingers. He was telling me my fingers hurt.
He said it like that. He said it just like that. My fingers hurt.
I used to tell Eustace, I had like that voice where it was like, Mr. Moore, my fingers hurt. I can't. It's kind of weird now.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me nervous.
It's a little weird. He's like, don't do that. Don't do that ever again. I was like, my fingers hurt.
Oh boy.
So yeah. So thank you guys for turning in and
your painter's in the house.
what? Big Buckarama?
No,
No.
one above. Isn't that Andy? Is that Andy?
Nah, Andy's bodies.
No, it's not. I thought that was
Cousin Andy?
Andy's.
No.
Nah.
You guys are entertaining. We appreciate it. Glad to see
Thank you,
back,
Dallas.
Zach. I know. Is it Z-A-C-H or Z-A-C-K?
However you want to spell it is how I take it. Z-A-C-K is how I spell it, but most people spell it with an H.
I got it. But Zachary's with an H.
Yeah, Zachary's with an H for me. That's just the way I've always done it. Zach with a K, kind of like. What else does it like that?
I don't want to hear about it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know.
My fingers hurt.
My fingers hurt. So we're gonna sign out for tonight. You guys want in on the waffle? Will be drawn at the end of the live stream on Sunday. So we'll have a bunch of winners, and we'll get contact with you guys. And for all those that did win during the hobby action one, I'm gonna be contacting you hopefully over the next day if I have some time. If not, it'll be next week because we've had to roll into the next one. I've had no time.
Well, some people have gotten their awards.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of people.
So just from this last event, the grand prize winner. But I need to contact those other guys, so it does take me a couple days. But we got done at that event, and drove back Monday, repack. We got the trailer set up now.
It's an awesome trailer, by the way.
Dude,
it's a
you
really
know what?
good setup.
It
really
does actually work out pretty well. I was pretty impressed with. I didn't know how it was going to go, and the green screen and everything.
Cool.
It's pretty sweet. And then Jason over here, now his fingers don't hurt anymore.
Yep.
You know, so he's dialed in, and it's way warmer in here now.
It feels great.
That was cold.
It was cold out there driving.
I bet.
Robbie's crying because he missed 4 laps of his race.
I know.
I think I maybe have got my laps docked because I didn't have a marshal out there. It's been fun, dude. It's been fun.
You have a good time? I'm telling you, it's good to go out there and run.
Peace.
It's good to go out there and run. Oh man, what is he doing? Do we have anything else?
We can talk about your vacuum cleaner.
We can go to Hollyland. That's it.
Yep, Hollyland. That's a new sponsor, guys. Hollyland Creativity.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I have the power.
You don't have the power. I got the power.
I got the power. Boom.
I got the fingers.
That's the 90 Ryan Mayfield.
I like that. Was that shot today?
That was shot today.
That's sick.
No, that was here.
It's in there.
It's in here. Eustace signed it.
Cracked the seal open. Just lost $10.
No, this is the one that he signed. That's actually his personal set. That's Eustace Moore's.
That one is?
That's personal set.
That's tight.
So he was like, "You can't have this one, man." I'm like, "Believe me, Eustace, you'll get it back. You'll get it back, Eustace. Maybe."
So you did it too.
I know. You gotta look.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're perfecting.
Learning. Yeah.
We're perfecting this setup. And then we also have an S-Works kit of choice and/or Techno, E-Buggy, whatever you guys want, and we're gonna figure that one out.
Background super cool. Just got 2 waffle tickets.
Right
Heck
on.
yeah, nice.
And you know what, guys? It helps support the live stream.
It does.
It gets all these people out here. Megan just flew in today. She's going to be getting... So you'll see those boxes that pop up on RCGT and RC Garage. And thank you so much to them for all their support. But we still need people to be able to upload that. And when we're kind of doing all this, it's hard to go and get people. So Megan is well-versed with that. Yeah. And she helps out a ton. And... so she's going to be getting a lot of those. So come pretty much later in the day on Saturday, we should have decently a lot of them uploaded, and then Sunday should be super dialed. So as long as we feed her.
As long as her fingers are warm, she'll be able to click away.
No, as long as we feed her.
Feed her?
Yeah,
we're all waiting to get fed, dude.
I know. I was thinking of Shoe specifically. I'm like, he needs to keep up.
Shoe's still asking about lunch.
He needs to keep up his physique, and I know that Shoe's like, I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy.
He's eating something right now. Are you eating air?
He's been
chewing
snacking.
Air. He's got trail mix. That's your 6-pack today.
And now that his fingers are warm,
he might start eating those.
Another 45 minutes.
He might start eating his fingers. Nice.
Oh my god.
The $5 box lunch. We've been thinking about getting
it. Dude,
And you know
With
what? I
the-
paid for pizza earlier. I wonder if slices got over there. I've been stuck in the booth. I didn't even think of that.
Terrible.
Son of a gun.
With inflation, it's the $10 box now.
Yeah.
The power of warm fingers. I know, man. I know. Thank you, Rob Jackson. Thank you, Jacob Alton. Yeah, so it's good. So
Jacob Alton in the house? Heck yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, he's the one that said background super cool. What's
I
up,
know.
Jacob?
So Megan's telling me wrap it up. She's been here for 10 seconds and she's like,
I've been saying wrap it up, but Megan has the power, so keep doing it.
she knows where the end button is. She's doing this to me. She's like, wrap this up.
Matt will live stream this thing through the morning if we would let it.
That's probably true.
He'd be like, did you mention that we're having a waffle?
you mention that waffle, guys? Oh, some waffles sound good right now.
Yeah, I'm like,
I know, but so I was listening the entire time on the road, and you were like, Matt, it's probably you should pay attention to the road.
Yeah.
And I was there texting like, okay, is the live stream still going good? Megan was like 85% sure I was sending somebody else. She was like, she didn't have confidence that I was picking her up from the airport. Well, it was an hour. It was an hour, round trip. The live stream needs it needs its peoples. But since you've been on and commentating and everybody else and Rob, I heard you guys.
It just was set up to itself.
Everybody was turning, so it was working out. So I was able to, you know what, I could take a break for an hour. And
yeah, it was actually nice. We
Go
were
and do
able to talk, and we even ate something.
know about that.
Just,
Megan has
whoa!
Hey, yeah,
No eating.
what are you doing? No fun?
Yeah.
No eating?
We even moved the vacuum. It was freaking wild. Just kidding. Jason's like, don't say that. No, just kidding. We're literally.
Guys, well, we'll stop taking up a ton of your night here. Let me see how many peeps are still on.
Can't afford the AM one anymore. Yeah. You
I
get to
can't
choose
afford
one.
AM, PM.
No. Big Buckarama was saying just the PM box lunch.
Big Buckarama has bought us. He bought us pizza.
You saved my life.
Yeah, Megan was crying. Megan was
Was it
crying.
a mod event?
It was, yeah.
It was in, what, Omaha?
It was Omaha, Nebraska. He bought us pizza and had it, and she's like, "When are we gonna go get the
Dude,
pizza?"
I'm gonna start dropping
Shit,
Uber links.
That's exactly.
tomorrow.
That's exactly.
By the
how it-
way, yeah. Here's our location if anyone wants
She
to Uber us.
straight up, she's like, I haven't got pizza yet. I'm like, wait, you told me there was pizza. That's what
I flew
happened.
here for pizza, okay?
It was terrible.
I could have stayed home to starve.
It was terrible. So, it's a good crew here we have, guys. So, thank you so much. We got Zach over here. He's going to be on the mic all weekend long. I'm going to pop in. Megan's going to be helping out a lot with all those photos. And Jason is the photographer. He's actually going to be. I bought an R6 just for Megan
Not the street bike.
to try some stuff out. Not the street bike. No, she's clumsy. And
Whoa.
just kidding. Just kidding.
All
Just kidding.
live stream ends.
She's super.
Yeah.
She's like a.
Oh, that's right. I heard. Where are you? Like, you're a
She's a
cheer coach,
gymnast.
right? Or a gym coach? Yeah.
She's a pole vaulter.
He can drive an RC car.
I can.
Yeah. Super.
That's why
flexible.
That's why we're actually here right now.
This is true.
This is true.
You know what? We should
we got
cover
Jay-
gymnastics events. That's probably where the money is
Dude,
at.
you know what?
Florida and stuff. Don't they go ham?
No, there's a Reno event that they have
See?
that we're gonna be there in 3-4 weeks. They've got no live streaming. And
Bro.
there's Olympians there.
Bro, you know
There's
all the
Olympians
parents would go, the grandparents, the uncles, the cousins, everyone wants to watch.
I'm just thinking they would sue me because they'd be like, "You're trying to sell our name and likeness." And
Yeah,
RC
like-
people, they're just happy to be on camera.
We like the coverage.
And then we got Jason.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like that's something you should talk to
I'm
them
legit.
about.
I need to get to somebody to talk to him because I
Dude,
just want
what
to
do
go
you
down
guys
there and
think?
live stream it.
Cover the gymnast.
Probably.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Give a thumbs up. All three of you left.
All three of you love. So Jason, be sure to go to Mod Live Media on Facebook, guys. Those are where all the photos are going to be. He's going to be sharing them from that main one, but that's from what I've seen. Well, obviously he's the best already, but from what I've seen, it's been some awesome work. And then we got Tim over here. Whoa!
Dang, he's even got the Euro jacket style.
Let's get Tim in here real quick. Let's get Tim. Dude, it's
Tim, get
nice
in
in here.
here.
You see my diesel heater? I'm burning
Did I
dinosaurs.
get a doctor lap? My qualifying?
He's okay.
Did I
He's
get docked?
okay.
I ran out there. Or see, at first it was qualifying.
We'll
Did you
get-
see? We were trying to
We're
get a
gonna
hold
get
of
Tim
you.
in here so he can talk about the schedule for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what everyone wants to know. We got spammers asking all kinds of questions. Yeah.
My girlfriend's gonna kill me, you know this.
Guys keep coming on hot reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. Jacket, thank
Yeah, you look warm, dude.
It's a little nice.
I need something like that. Matt gave me this little thing, but it's actually pretty dialed.
I'm glad
This
my
thing-
kid. I'm glad my kid's okay. Like,
All right.
It makes me nice and warm.
So the first question is, what time do we start tomorrow?
8 a.m.
There it is. All right, thank you. Late.
Time for dinner.
That's what we're saying. All right.
I had a little bit of a wrap that my buddy's restaurant made. It was pretty freaking dialed.
Those were actually dialed, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So I guess we'll keep it short because we'll probably end up talking to you again throughout the weekend. But anything you want to say special about, obviously we had Anthony Westergaard build the track. S-Works has been a huge help. But anything that you want to just say, anything, because a lot of these guys have been just bragging about this place, and it's awesome.
This place is built from the heart, I guess it would be. I've looked at many tracks around the country. The best one that I could ever think was Nitro Pit. One thing about Nitro Pit was dig down, and you'll find good dirt. And Casey Pack said, hey, if you ever get land, dig down. You'll find good dirt.
I like that.
And that's what we did.
We were just talking about that before you walked in, was the elevation here, the way you guys have built it, where every single lane is built to a different depth, so it's easy. It makes the broadcast awesome. It makes driving it good. And then clearly, I mean, the track's held water since you guys watered it before seeding. Just overall, the whole, having the go-karts, the dirt oval, you got the water park, and then just being kind of secluded enough to have trailers, but
Well,
still...
I grew up flying right across the road here.
Did you really?
Yeah, there's a flying field like maybe half a mile from here.
Wow.
And so I knew this land existed, and it's a county park. We have a 25-year lease on it with a 25-year R option, the owner of the facility.
Wow. So it ain't going nowhere.
It's not going anywhere.
That's something to keep in mind too, because we see tracks come and go all the time. Tim's obviously super heavy invested in RC. Your boy's been flying out there. So yeah, I think like I said, everyone online's been tripping. They love the layout.
Now we just need to figure out why Live RC's not showing the top 2 consecutive.
Yeah, we were wondering the same thing.
Right,
here.
it's showing 3, even though setting up in the computer up there is 2. So I have to get with Brandon in the morning, but I don't think it changed anything. I think Cam did actually top seed. So.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah,
okay.
he went like 30. He had 331s in a row.
Yeah, he was flying there for a minute. So, car looks good.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, well, we'll keep it short because I'm hungry too. Thanks for joining us.
That looks great, guys.
Isn't that awesome? It's Mayfield 90 shots or something.
Right on that. Oh, I didn't even show the picture. That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, in the
I was
background,
looking at the bottom, thanking you, every one of those companies on the bottom. Couldn't have done it without you guys. I mean, the support from when I said Matt's coming, pretty much every manufacturer said, let's get in on this. So
that's what's up.
I appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me out. I was super stoked when he said it. I was like, I want to come out for that race. And then I saw the track layout. I was like, oh, I got to drive.
That's what Anthony's a big believer in putting a track in a couple weeks before and you start pumping it up. And I agree with him, man.
Yeah.
And every time we do that, we get a great results from it. So
yeah, it made me want to drive. I'm unfortunately having to drive upside down, so thankfully I'm in the sportsman class because I'm driving like one, but it's fun.
Just go get a receiver
and drive with
and Mayfield's radio.
I know.
And you guys will be good together.
I know.
So
I know.
right on.
Hey, appreciate you.
No problem, man. You guys have a good night, and we'll see everybody in the morning.
8 a.m.
7:40. Yeah, in Arizona, by the way, it is 8.
It's 8 right now.
8?
No, it's 9 right now.
9, yeah. So we're an hour ahead of California, 2 hours behind the East Coast. So
that shows how hard he's working. He didn't even know either. He's like, "What time is it where I live?"
My girlfriend's hungry and cold.
Yeah.
So I'm out. Later.
See you guys. We'll see you in the morning, and thanks for tuning in.
Oh man, thank you. That's what I was going to tell you guys.
Appreciate it.
Like a sucker, dude.
Yeah, bro, quick.
Oh, man, this was rad.
Mother Matt, how do I click off?
How do I click off?
How do I click good night?
Guys.
Good.